set out to sea from the sweet little town they call Derry. For Australia bound if we didn't halt around, and the marks of our fetters we carried. In rusty iron chains we signed for our wains, our good women left us in sorrow. As the mainsails unfurled, our curses we hurled at the English and thoughts of tomorrow. Oh, I wish I was back home in Derry. Oh,
Well, it fires it off now. Blasted Streamlabs. That came from a couple nights ago. It still didn't even figure out the other one that actually came up. It still hasn't even found that one yet. Oh, this bloody thing. Streamlabs, everybody. Anyways, hello everyone. Hope you're having a super Sunday. Hope you had a fantastic week. I hope you're enjoying your 3-day weekend, as we don't have anything tomorrow. Tomorrow will be Monday, Labor Day. And on this end, we're jumping into things. Hello, Trust.
What's up?
How are you?
About Oreos and milk, and I just had dinner, so I'm balling.
Ballin'.
How about you, Pants Blood?
Also ballin'.
Hell yeah.
Went and fought with a license plate. I got gifted a trailer. It's a standard utility trailer. I had to take my dad's plate off it, and the bolts had rusted on. So
Oh, no.
I had to rip the plate off around the other bolt. It was something else. It was, yeah. I'm gonna DM you a picture. You can tell which side I had to rip it off of because the hole is significantly larger. The only reason I'm not putting it on screen is it's got a plate number on it that might still be valid, so.
I'm setting up my,
Yeah, you're good.
I don't know if you saw, but Myths will not be joining us tonight.
Oh, I didn't. Everything good with her?
They have family stuff. I don't know how much they want people to go into it, so I'm not going
alright.
further in it, you know? I don't want to be like, oh yeah, this happened, and be like, what the fuck, bro?
Gotcha.
But they're alright. They just need a break for a while.
Understandable.
Yeah. Initially, we're gonna call out, but then they're like, damn, I'm fucking tired.
That's valid.
I have been looking around at Munch plugins and stuff, which you would think that I would have done the music thing by now, but if their tool would stop wiping my fucking information halfway through doing the damn thing, I might be able to do it easier.
Wait, what tool is that?
They have a tool, so the thing for like having for having your fucking like custom disk and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If like basically whenever your browser does whatever the fuck, I don't know actually what breaks it. The point is after like around 15 or so minutes. Also, oh my god, that light, Jesus Christ. It'll just like stop working, and none of the buttons will work, and all of your work that you put into it thus far is gone. So I have to like do it in parts.
That's fucking dumb. It goes great, Weasel. We're just Trout is just sharing the story of her strife with a plugin that she's fucking with for the server. How goes it with you?
So that's why it's taken so long. Because when I have gone to do it, it's wiped all of my progress like 70% of the way through.
How does it not have any sort of like, account?
Oh, it gets better, dude. It doesn't tell you the fucking file name that you uploaded, so you just kind of have to either know in what order they uploaded, or you have to like upload them one by one.
What?
It's great. It's awesome.
That is the daftest thing I've ever seen. I've never heard of. How do you look at a program that functions like that and go, complete? Like, what?
To be fair, the fact that it functions at all is a fucking miracle. So, there's that.
I mean, yeah, but still.
Yeah, I mean, it's bad design. It's just like, on the other hand, I think it's kind of like an Adobe situation, where they're the only people who kind of know how to do that.
Oh,
So,
did you say it's an Adobe situation?
I think it is an Adobe situation where because they're the only people who know how to do that, they don't have to worry that bad because there's no one, like, who else are you gonna go? Who the fuck on this planet knows how to make custom Minecraft disc work with spawn locations and shit and actually integrate with fucking literally everything out of the sun? No one knows how to do that. I don't know how to do that. Fucking, I'm pretty sure the dude who taught me how to make custom fucking resource packs and shit and makes a living off it, I'm pretty sure he doesn't know how the fuck you do that. So, I'm like, I mean, like, there are alternatives, but they all suck.
But yeah.
I've looked. Committing Yarhar at the moment.
Weasel?
Ballin'.
You're yeah, ballin'. May I ask what you are Yarharing with?
Yeah, what's what
what's that
version
I'm on
of
with?
Sea of Thieves you playing?
I'm on with Vath. Hello, Vath. Oh no!
Oh, you mean actual pirates? Oh, okay, yeah, dope.
Oh.
Yeah, that's definitely what I thought you meant. Yeah, absolutely.
How is it? Because I had the game on my monitor list. I'm waiting to hear some more reviews about it before I jump into it. Because I know it's a Bethesda title. I'm fully prepared for a standard-ass Bethesda title. But I want to make sure it's a decent Bethesda title. Like, you know, it is. Okay. Alright.
Okay, but here's the real question. Are the physics tied to the FPS?
Yeah, is it like Fallout 4's engine?
Because one, that's hilarious, because that means that whether or not they have a hyperdrive, you have a hyperdrive, if that is the case. Tired of going to a planet slowly? Fuck you. Make your game run fucking 5 times faster. It's fine.
It is a Fallout engine, but does it still run, like, say I'm running the game at, like, say my game's running at 120 FPS, will the entire game freak out? Because I had to, oh no, not again! Because I had to, you can fight in zero G, oh shit, really? That's cool. I had to go into my NVIDIA settings and force my frame cap at 60 so that the game would actually run properly. Really? Okay. That's good. That's good to hear. Oh, really? OBS? Huh. That is mildly amusing, but how does OBS struggle with the game?
Dude.
Well, I mean, don't use Trust Beer as an example, okay?
Calibri is good, no, but it ups your taste of sulfur for some reason. I know I've bitched about this before, but it means that milk that has been de-intestine exploded now tastes like sulfur, and it's really annoying because I just want some fucking milk, and it just tastes like sulfur and also milk.
Oh, see, Weasel, that's what I like. See, but I also want like 18 million chips and I
Oh,
want to
it's
drive two
so
of them.
cool. What the fuck? That's cool. Why are you in my? Why have you? What?
Why you? Why me? Why you? Why you? Why you? Why you? Why you? Why you? This isn't your house.
Bro.
This isn't your house.
Well, I mean, this isn't my bed that you're standing on. It's very rude that you're standing on someone else's bed.
I'm
This
sitting
is
on
my
your bed. Sitting on a bookshelf. Ah, shit. We do fight
Literally me when I start fucking with the time settings and am inconsiderate with my time changing.
You stole the
Yeah.
ship?
Oh, that's fucking sick. So,
Works in the laws of I see it, it's mine now.
it's fine if you put med packs on the enemy's eyes, they will not be able to see you stealing their ship. I'm just like throwing dumb, stupid shit at nothing. I don't actually know anything about Starfield. I deliberately ignored it.
Wait, why?
Because if it's good, I don't want spoilers. If it's bad, I want to watch it burn.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then if it gets good after being bad, then I want to experience it blind.
I'm probably gonna give it a couple months, wait for Christmas sale, and pick it up for like 25% off.
I mean, you can buy right now on you know, go to all key shop. You can get it sometimes for $20 depending on where it comes from.
Interesting. Should I use the link in your description?
I don't know if Kingwin's bitch motherfucker faked me out. Thought that was my fish. So like I don't know if Kingwin specifically is the cheapest for it, but if you go to all key shop, you can see where it sells it cheap. I personally don't buy from the cheapest places usually because I don't know those shops.
The keys might be stolen.
And it's like you can buy from Driffle dot whatever the fuck dot whatever the fuck dot whatever the fuck .com, right? And I'm like, I don't know that is something I want to fuck with today.
Driffle.ru.
So I'm like, fuck it, I'll pay like $2 extra to get it from like fucking Kingwin or something usually.
Weasel, so is it that style of targeting, or is it different?
So side note, remember how I was talking about wanting to build a mini game, like some mini games in the server, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I have been looking through mini game plugins, and they all suck. They like every single one sucks, with the exception of one, but that's money. So I'm trying to ignore that one and look for one that's like some random dude. Like, even if it's just a kid who's like, this is my first plugin, it's just a minigame plugin, it integrates with World Edit. It's like, no, it's fine. I just
That's perfect, child.
yeah, it's like, you do the Lord's work, Minecraft kid. Thank you. Yeah, like, make more plugins, hell yeah. Apparently what it is that this plugin used to be that way, but then, like, the original owner had to fuck off. And so this guy's now maintaining it and updating it, which means that it works better now, I guess. But it also means that he's asking money for it, which is fair. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve money for his work, but also I'd rather not. Which makes me sound like a dick if you think about it, but don't think about it.
Wait, Weasel, does that mean cowboy pirates? Cowboy space pirates? Space cowboys.
But the reason all of them suck is because you can only don't listen that it's fine because you can only for the other ones they have like built-in mini games and you can only configure certain mini games that are already built in. You can't configure your own. So That too, and they don't integrate with fucking anything. Like,
Really?
fucking anything. Like, only that one has actual proper integration, and you want to know how it does proper integration? It says, after an event has triggered, do you want to run a command? And that's literally it. That's all it fucking asks, and that's how it manages the integration, because it just lets you run the command.
Why can't any other program do that?
Because that's hard, and not doing that is significantly easier, because then they don't have to do support on custom games. They only have to do support on games that are so goddamn old that they don't need to do support on them, which means that their development costs are very low, and their actual effort into maintaining the project becomes extremely low, and they only have to deal with very basic compatibility issues because they never have to change the configurations for the mini games that they have. And also it means that the people who manage the plugin don't have to think when they install it. Which is fair, because if you want something like that that is plug and play, whatever, that's fine. We have plugins like that on the server right now, but it would not annoy me if it weren't for the fact that it's only one. There is only one that I found so far, and I have looked through a lot. That lets you have a custom fucking minigame. Now, the answer you might think is the code my own, which I could do, but I would rather not.
I mean, yeah, it's valid. That's awesome. I will, as soon as I get the game, I'll be joining the Space Cowboy faction. I'll be the spaciest of Space Cowboys.
Fuck, Space Cowboys.
Space Cowboys.
Dude, being a Space Cowboy sounds fucking awesome. Garn is watching a oh, so there's a great joke in the game. Oh yeah, what's that?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I've seen it all over TikTok.
It's extended warranty. Oh my god.
Yeah, you'll be flying along and you'll get hailed. It'll be like, "Excuse me, do you have a moment of your time?" You stop. He goes, "Thank you for answering my hail. We've been trying to reach you about because your ship's warranty's expiring. Your head's already expired." Weasel, can you blow that guy up?
Be like, right. Now, question: could I transfer my warranty to hypothetically a different person if the original owner and current owner of the ship has died?
3
to
times?
Various circumstances.
Weasel, please tell me you can blow him up. So I actually got one of those calls the other day at work. It was Friday at like 4 o'clock. Or no, it was actually like 3 o'clock. I was taking the trash out, and my phone rings in my pocket. And I pull it out, and it's an unknown number. So I put him on speaker. I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "If you don't say no, they'll show up again." Oh my god. It's amazing. And he goes, "Hey, it was actually an American," which I thought was, nice. He's like, calling from some, I think it was Auto Care. Calling about your car, and he actually had the right vehicle. Like he said, "It's calling about your 2021 Ford." I was like, "Oh." And I said, "Yeah, no, my car's it's currently in the shop. The transmission exploded." It's not. He's like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, the transmission just blew up." So
he's like, one, that can happen. Two, oh no.
Yeah, he said like, "Oh, well, do you have a warranty on it?" I was like, "Yeah." Is it expiring soon? No. Oh, okay. Like, I must have been like his first or last call or something.
Dude, every time I get a call from people like that, they're like, "Hey, would you like to, extend your warranty?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't have a warranty on my car." And they're like, "Oh, well, we can sell you one." I'm like, "Really? You'd be willing to do that?" And they're like, "Yeah, what kind of model you get?" It's like 1997 Ford Taurus. And like, So, I have another caller. Hold on.
On your 05 Liberty Weasel? My favorite one is, my coworker a couple years ago got one of those calls at our car dealership, And he took the call, and they're like, "Yeah, we're calling about your car's door." And he goes, "Which car?" And like, and they actually like, "What kind?" He's like, "An '05 Ferrari and '99." He's like, lists all these like really expensive and out there cars. So they go, "Do you have any normal cars?" He goes, "No, I want to be a broke bitch." And they're like, "Okay, goodbye," and just hung up on him. He had up in the line for like 15 minutes listing off different cars. Oh, I caught a trust. Oh, I just caught a fish.
Damn. Stole that fish straight from my fucking hands.
I did.
Yeah, apparently Garn is watching a show called Vikings and is currently messaging me a lot about how he is very not having a good time watching it.
Wait, really? Why?
It was like, he's like, man, people said the writing got bad after season 4, and I didn't understand how bad it was. And I'm like, oh, is it that bad? And he's like, I'm trying so hard to get to the end of season 5 so I can see if season 6 is gonna be good.
Oh no.
And I'm like, oh no. He's like, I've gotten halfway through the season I'm on, and I am holding on for dear life.
Oh my god.
He's like, oh my god, we got a second fight scene in 4 episodes, let's go. Oh my god. He's giving me Jeopardy quizzes now on whether or not they're actually going to fight. I will keep you updated on his,
Weasel says, I had a discovered card fraud call once while I was doing target practice with a buddy. I had him call, he was in pain. I said, "I see you could talk," and shot down range. Due to my buddy cried out in pain. Dude couldn't hang up fast enough. I don't have a discovered card. Dude, but Weasel, imagine that's an actual dude just doing his job and just called the wrong number. Could you imagine? Like calling someone like, "Hey, this is so-and-so from dealership. Calling about your inquiry on this like 21 Traverse." It's like, "Did I say you could talk?" Bang! Nah, I'm not doing that.
So, my most effective way for getting rid of scam callers, I have found, is just to be like really friendly, and then when they start talking about the scam shit, and I can verify that it's not a number that's showing up as blocked because people are assholes and they report my therapist's office as a fucking spam call service. But when I verify that it is a spam call, I'll just screech really loud into the microphone, just as loud as I can humanly go.
See, my favorite one is the
Oh,
yeah,
hey, you know what's funny? I was meaning about, breaking someone's headset and like ears and stuff, and my headset has actually broken. 1 second, I have to reconnect.
Real quick before you advertise, oh shoot, I have one. Hang on, do your advertising while I think about it, because I forgot it.
Oh, please tell me it's going to actually reconnect. Oh, no,
oh, your headset, your actual headset. Aaron misses me. Well,
what? That's great. Okay, we're back. Your laugh could have broken the fucking sound barrier. I swear to God. When my headset reconnects, and it has a little problem where it connects at 100% volume, and I normally have it on 18. Incredibly loud.
I purchased a new headset for the first time in several years. I have purchased a headset that's also, it's not like brand new. It's not a Logitech.
Oh shit! What's up? What'd you get?
I got Amazon gift cards for my birthday. I purchased hang on, I don't remember. It's the Razer Black Shark V2.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, and I've consistently purchased like anytime one's broken, I've just replaced the same one. I've been using these exact same headsets since like 2016. They are the
Calm down. Let the
Logitech
man finish his
Prodigy
story. Shit.
G231s. And I love them. And I'm only replacing them because they're starting to wear out, because I've had them for 4 years, 5 years. They're fine. I would just like something new.
Totally fair.
Go ahead and do your advertising. I'll think about my scam call.
Yeah, okay.
Story.
I'm fucking doing it, Jesus. Doesn't make sense. I sell new shit like Minecraft model, Minecraft skin, slime, bean, bird, full body low res, prop item, full body high res, CD, chat, after PC knockouts. Not only that, but I also have a shop where I sell mythology set, tools, and glassware, clove, ear dog. That's right. If you want any of those things, consider doing it. Well, now there's also a big fucking green bar at the top of my screen. Once that fills up, I'll do a freebie.
We'll do an EB? Oh, freebie.
Freebie. Yeah, I do get what you mean though. Like, my headset when I first got it, like, acted fine, and then like after a few months, it started to have some like software glitches. I'm like, yeah, it's probably fine. That's probably not gonna be indicative of continually failing like updates. Oh baby, was I wrong?
Well, it's not even that. Like this headphone I'm wearing right now, I love it because it's the most basic, high quality headphone you can buy. It plugs into my stereo system. I don't even run it straight off the board. I run it right to my stereo system. It plugs in there, runs to my head. No drivers needed, and it sounds great.
No.
And it cancels out sound. Like my air conditioner that you guys can hear is maybe like 2 feet away from me, and I barely hear it.
Oh, I felt that. The central unit's behind my door, so.
Yeah. Oh, so I live in New York State, and occasionally, so my phone is under my dad's name. So my dad and I have different first names, but we have the same middle name. However, my dad goes by his middle name, so they'll call. So I'll get some. There's one in particular. It's for like the Sheriff's Foundation, but it's not actually a Sheriff's Foundation.
Yeah.
It's like it's not even a scam. It's like a really oh, what's the word I'm looking for here?
Are you talking about like the one that's like a donation drive? Like it runs for the
no.
peeps?
Like, it's not even a donation drive. It's not even for them. It's like it's an external that is just very persistent, I guess is the word I'm looking for, but it's not persistent, but you know what I mean. Anyways, so they call and they go, hey, is blank there with the name? And I go, well, which one? They go, what? I go, well, there's D or S. Which one? You know, I'm looking for this. I'm like, there's 2 of those. Which one are you looking for? Like, that's not a first name, that's a middle name. I got it on the phone once for 15 minutes going back and forth.
Oh my god.
Until they hung up. That's like... They called again 2 days later for the same runaround, but they gave up after like 2 tries.
Dude, I recently went through and purged my name from every like public information site that I could find that had it. Mm-hmm. Just because I for some reason the paranoia kicked up especially hard that night. I was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
So there's only like I think 3 sites in total that now have my information listed, and that's just because they're like so much of a fucking pain in the ass to get your information removed off of, because either A, the removal tools don't work, B, they don't care, or C, you have to actually like take them to court to do it. And I'm not doing that. I have learned from the mistakes of other people, which is that if you want something hidden from the internet, just let it die in its little corner and never ever take someone on the court over it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because there was some celebrity that had like a picture of her house where they were like, I don't want this shared around, and they took someone to court over it, and because it then went to court, of course a lot of people were like, what's the celebrity going into court over? Oh, this picture of a house, that's really weird. What the fuck is that all about? and
Oh,
because
it's
there
their
were so
house,
many
and-
articles in, yeah, then it just got shared. It just got blasted around the internet. Where initially no one had fucking seen it other than like 2 people. Like, and that's not to say like that it was a bad idea for them to like try and take it down, because you know they
yeah.
had every right to try and take it down, but it ended up having the inverse effect and blasting it to everybody, and they're like, well, well, now it's permanently on the internet, you know, everywhere even, and it's like, I don't think I want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
What is funny though is that a lot of places have like really fucking out of date
Oh,
like some places were scarily accurate, of course, but some places were like giving me fucking disconnected phone lines that we've like not had for years. Some of them gave me phone lines I didn't even recognize. My phone, fun fact, is not actually registered under me. The phone number rather. The phone number specifically is to like a 90-year-old man who died.
the one that
So,
comes up for
like,
you?
yeah, so like when you look at my like phone number in the US phone book, it doesn't come up for me. It comes up for some random dude. And I had asked before, like, what the fuck's up with that? And I found out information from like one of the callers, because they actually weren't a scam caller, because for some reason this dude got into a lot of scam shit. It was like an actual person from like a fucking like I don't know if it was like from a hospital or whatever the fuck, but they're like, oh, is Mr. Blank like not alive anymore? Like, I was like, I've had this number for a long time. And he's like, oh, right, hold on. And he's like, oh, huh, okay, noted. I won't call again. Sorry about that. Yeah, he used to receive heart care here. And it's like, oh, okay.
Well, did you get the... if you got the name from the person, like, you could have just Googled, you know, blank blank obituary.
Yeah. And yeah, they don't anymore.
Oh, they're dead. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then.
Yeah, so my name, my phone number is now assigned to me. I went to clear out my phone number just in case, and just like wipe it off of the fucking phone book, which is the thing you can do, by the way. But it didn't fucking let me get in because it's not registered under my name. So
Well, so my grandma actually had that for actually since like 1995. Her home line was a unlisted number. So anytime she would dial out without dialing a certain you know *67, how it blocks your number when you dial on a cell phone or any line. Well, if you dial on an unlisted number, it actually unblocks your number.
oh,
Yeah. So, anytime she would call out without dialing that *67, it would just show up no caller ID. However, it didn't work. She was paying all this money. I think she was paying like $5 a month since like 1995 to her phone company, and she was still getting spam calls all the time.
oh man.
So like a couple months ago, I looked at her phone bill and I looked at her home line bill, and I looked at my grandma. I said, "Grandma, you're paying too much." She goes, "What do you mean?" I was like, "You're paying this much for an unlisted number, which you still get spam calls. You don't have caller ID. They're charging you for long distance service, which is bull. Because like she's calling like across our city, and they're charging her long distance." So what we did is I instead got her one of those cell phone bases that plugs into her house phone. And now she has caller ID, doesn't get charged for all that stuff, and still has her home phone number. I just put the tripwire out of the water. What the fuck? Anyways.
Yes.
And she's like, I love this thing. Because she loves having caller ID. And we went some a couple things at the beginning where like it wasn't ringing enough. Mm-hmm. So all I did is I called her phone carrier. It's like, hey, I need some more rings in this line. They're like, we got you, fam. Give us 5 minutes. Disappeared for 5 minutes, came back. We got you, fam. It's all set. Give it like, you know, an hour to go into effect, and now it works just fine.
Fucking baller, man.
What's even better is it actually still works with her regular. I just pulled another tripwire hook out of the water. What the fuck?
Yeah, Bath, I can slide you the Omega link. I was saying, yeah, Bath, I can slide you the Omega link for yeeting a lot of information. I'm sure it doesn't cover.
DM me that too, please.
Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't cover, like, everything, but it's a pretty big fucking collection of stuff.
It's...
Oh my god, there's so much fucking armored core. Shit, I got scrubbed. There it is.
There's something else. Oh, and what's nice is actually, now since I got her more rings in the back end, it actually works with her original answering machine too. So she doesn't have to call for her voicemails. Which just happened. We didn't ask for that. It just worked all of a sudden. We're like, oh, okay, cool.
There we go. And there we go.
Thanks.
Yep.
I'll faff around with that tomorrow.
Yeah. There you go. It's a bit of a bitch to get around to some of them, and like one of them signed me up for. Let me actually get you the name of the one that was a fucking bitch, so that way you guys don't bother with it. One of them I tried to get out of, and it fucking signed me up to scam bullshit.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
So you signed up to get out of it, and it put you in more. That's funny.
Yep, I got like, in the course of like 2 days, I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 scam emails. And they all come up as like Google thinks that they're real, so they give you like notifications and shit on your phone. And none of them are skipped over, which is fucking annoying.
Let's try it.
I wish. That I will warn you that that's gonna take you like a night to do.
Oh, no,
that's a lot of.
I'm just putting my name in there to see. Oh, good. There's 3 pages of results. Wrong. Dead. Wrong. That's not even close. This isn't even the same name as me. This was just the same. Wrong name.
Where the fuck is this motherfucker? Fuck it. I'll just scroll through the list. It's something with a.
That one's close. No, that's the wrong name. Wrong. This website sucks.
Yeah. Okay. I see. It's one of the ones with an N, which thankfully there aren't many, so it should be pretty.
I'm not even on this one.
Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, got it. Fucking.
Oh, there's more than 3 pages.
NUWBER. That one fucking sucks dick. Don't even fucking bother with it. Yeah, don't even fucking bother with it. It like does have your information, but like trying to get it off of there is such a pain in the ass. It's just not worth it.
Oh,
I
shit.
am almost 100% certain that's the one that signed me up for bullshit, because its UI does not fucking work.
Huh. I actually
so
did find myself with this one on the 4th page.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found a lot of it. Like there were some of them that fucking had like my whole ass life story. I'm like, damn. It's like, are you related to this person and this person? Do you live with this person? Like,
the one I looked up first was the advanced people search, because that one I just found. Sorry, advanced background checks. I just found the name on that one I'm using. Which, by the way, you have to pay money to even look at anything on there. You can't even just tap your name and look at anything.
Right,
You
yeah.
tap it, it says, please pay us $18 million and your left leg. It's like, okay. I'm not worried about that. There's no one that cares about me that much.
But the good news is you can remove it for free. You don't have to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they are contractually obligated by law to remove your shit.
I know I'm on that one, so all right. I'll take a look at those.
Specifically, they're contractually obligated by law to let you ask to opt out of that collection. They don't like you don't really have any specific rights that let you keep that information, but it's enough of a bitch that like it's not worth it to keep them on there because you do have a right to like take them to court over it, and they're like, yeah, we don't want to do that.
Yeah. Oh, I do have an interesting question. I'm gonna DM you it, and then if you just.
I was just like, you know what? I would rather not have someone find by my first name and instantly find me.
Yeah.
That would not be baller.
Yeah.
Oh, OG. OG.
Oh, okay. That was a curious thing that I started thinking about, which actually
Only.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. So my girlfriend a couple years ago got involved with in a Discord server with a bunch of like really weird people, and they pissed me off pretty bad. So I went on the internet and I found their entire life story in 30 seconds. That's how serious this shit could be.
Oh yeah, it's fucking easy as. Crazy the shit you find. So typically aliases don't pop up unless you have done like legal shit with them. Because the way that these sites work is they pull from the public record.
Yeah.
So it like you can't like erase this shit from there in particular, I don't think. But you can at least erase the site's like coverage of you and future coverage of you.
Yeah. So like,
or at the very least suppress it.
With such like, you can't call up your state government and be like, hey, fucking, I don't want to exist anymore. Like, fucking, huh? Okay, we're calling the state troopers then, Ted Kaczynski. Like.
I mean, even then, there's like a bunch of fucking different organizations that have like your entire list. Or like the fucking IRS knows every goddamn thing about you.
Oh yeah.
They may ask a lot of questions, but they know every fucking dollar you spent. They know every goddamn dollar you've ever earned.
Oh yeah. They ask questions just to see if you're gonna lie to them. They already know the correct answer.
They just want to make sure you know how much you make.
They want to make sure you're aware. Tax time. How much? Secret.
Yeah, exactly. Even the Joker doesn't fuck with the IRS. I love that.
Yeah.
That joke. I remember so vividly because there's a fucking time where he's robbing a bank, and they're like, "Why are you getting all this money?" And he's like, "Because even I don't mess with the IRS."
Right. So it's like that TikTok. Tax time. How much? Secret. $600. Jail.
Yep. Which, thankfully, like, talking about the Joker a bit, yeah, we're talking about how even the Joker doesn't fuck with the IRS. This the fucking prime time Minecraft shit you guys joined for, hell yeah, fucking.
Hey Dash.
Oh my god. Joker, IRS, and how to erase yourself online.
Yeah, we are. This is prime time. Oh, you did that? Yeah.
Actually, Boyd, you were the one who sent me that link. Thank you, by the way. I did actually go through them, and with the exception of like 3, I got myself removed from almost all of them. So, wee lads, it's significantly harder to find me online. Dude, the fucking advertisement for so many of those is so fucking cringe. It's like, warning, the things that you're going to see may shock you. I'm like, oh yeah?
Like what?
Show me how many times I've been to jail, please.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I love the, yeah, it's like, or like, I've clicked on one for me, just out of curiosity. I never paid for it. It's fucking really bad. I never paid or anything. I would just like click them to see what would even happen, and it would come up. And it would, like, we found 4 arrest records, and I'm like, no, I promise you haven't.
It's like, are you sure? Are you sure about that? How much money you want to bet that you found 4 fucking arrest records? like, did you find information on that one time I got tased at school?
What?
Yeah, we had a job fair, and a police officer didn't think anyone would be stupid enough to actually stick their finger into the gun, and
Trust.
he misunderstood how smooth my brain was.
Trust.
Because I did, and he's like,
Trust, please. Oh, Trust, did you look at that picture I sent you earlier? Of the
yes,
plate?
license plate. Absolutely goddamn mangled.
Fucking, my girlfriend's at home with that, and I just looked at her and I said, go get the hammer. She's like, what? I said, go get the fucking hammer. I just started wailing on it.
Dude, the one best lesson I have learned from Minecraft is anything metal and big enough is a hammer when you're desperate.
Yes.
Such as the glorious crescent hammer.
I just want one fucking mending book. Is that too much? Wait. Why am I fishing again?
Mending books are great, but I don't know. You just came over here and started following me.
Yeah, all my stuff already has mending. Why am I fishing?
I don't know. I'm chunk loading these fucking these sugarcane because I need a shitload.
I don't remember what I'm fishing for again. Well. Hey, Bath. Peekaboo. Oh, hi. Fish. Oh, I'm in combat. Hang on. Just don't move. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm here, to keep you from killing yourself. I am a genius.
Hey, nice boy. Also, yeah, I went through all that on through one night. I did it all in one night because I was.
Ow! I keep dropping you fish. You keep hitting me. I'm trying to. I will smack you with this fish.
I keep getting so like every now and then my my stupid monkey brain will go fucking crazy. Why did you kill them?
It was an accident. I was in fish.
How dare you? How dare you? You go over there and you just kill them for no fucking reason.
Duh. Ah!
Yeah, I'll occasionally get really fucking paranoid and be like, I must purge myself from everywhere on the internet.
Hey, Beth, wait, stop! Please stop running. I genuinely actually want to give you fish.
Look at that raptor, indeed.
We're
So
still,
I took
we're
advantage
still in combat.
Of that vibe.
What'd you throw at me? There we go. There's some fish for you. It's right there. I don't want the tree. No, wait. I don't want the tree.
No, thank you for the path. Appreciate it.
I don't want it. Okay, bye.
I now see what you're trying to do, Void, and I appreciate it. So Void, I did unlock the sling power, so you can sling with whatever ferocity you wish to.
The what?
So the stream avatars thing that I have typically has a pretty restrictive sling power limit. I unlocked the power for it. So if you set like the sling angle and then just set the power, you can set the power to, I think it's like a maximum of fucking 9,999.
Okay.
So like rather than being able to shoot yourself like slightly up in the air, like maybe 2 feet, you can now launch yourself basically in the stratosphere. Did you just throw yourself so hard you clipped through the goddamn barrier? Is that what I just saw?
1000% crime against nature. Yes, Storm. That is.
From the depth. Oh man. I love From the Depths.
80% gun, 50% RTG, 3% jet engine, 2% boat, and 1000% crime. Storm, You're brilliant. I'm hanging with the... Huh? Where am I? What's happening? Who are you?
Yeah. They're just vibing next to you.
Yeah, I'm opening up your stream.
Also, Void, the control panel, if you like click the screen, it's actually like floating on the right as well. So
Oh
you
my
can
God,
just
dude.
kind of group it as a little module.
What's amazing is
And
that
that's where you can change your stuff.
because of the browser I'm using, I can actually see your stream while the ad is playing.
Hey.
Thanks, Dr. GX.
Working for me on mobile? Ah, damn.
Mobile. Ooh, trying to get me. Oh my god.
Oh, hell yeah, Storm.
Do it.
Do it.
Void. I love that. How is Solicitor doing? The Solicitor is actually defending, so I'm gonna rename him to Solicitor Killer.
This is skulk stuff. If you find screechy boys down here, they scream if you go near them, and I think like after 4 screams, it anchors a big boy who has a laser in his chest. Yeah. There's screamers over there. You can tell because when you get by them, they go ee. Because lava is beans. Lava's baked beans. That's why.
Mine are also being sex distressed.
Yes, I also beamed up.
Did that find a lost city?
Yeah, that's Green Boy. No, they found a they found some of the stank. I don't remember what it's called. It's called Skulk.
Yeah, I'm coming to you. Oh, yeah, Skulk sounds correct. No. So the bit with the, yeah, so that's called a listener.
Okay, so that's the listener, right? The screamers are the other ones.
Wait, my bean texture's gone. How did beans get... It got,
Why would you unbeam?
no, it got put below my thing for some reason. Hang on, I'm fixing that. There we go. That's better. Go touch it. It'd be funny.
But here's something I never thought about. Can you just like...
What are you trying to do?
Huh, you can.
That's pretty. What's pretty?
You can just kind of... Well, if you don't get in the way...
Well, I'm trying to jump over there.
Well, excuse me, princess.
There you go.
Yeah. Where are the squeaky boys? Oh shit! Nice. I just noticed that you guys, you peeps are both in the little platform.
The unknown box.
Yeah. Killing.
Is there actually anything down here? It is very pretty. You do have that correct. Yes, that shit will be funny. I'm going to attempt to do that. That'd be hilarious. Fath, make sure you jump around as much as possible.
No, don't.
You want them to light up.
Wrong invite, no.
Run, jump, dance.
So trusted. No. We don't need to talk.
Oh my.
Fine. Hold on. Let me click over to it.
No, Vath, what are you doing? You're supposed to jump.
Yeah,
supposed
you
to make
already
noise.
know who it is. It's me, Russ. I do Minecraft texture model, Minecraft skin slime, BB bird, but with lower top I have a higher risk, your tech. Not only for that, but I have a shop for both mixology set tools and glassware and club deer dub. Who did those take? You're fancy. And there's a big fucking green bar at the top of my screen. If that big fucking green bar reaches completion, I'll do a freebus. What do you mean, speak up? Here, is that better? Me speaking directly into my microphone, podcast style.
Beth, my joke wasn't working, so here, have this.
Like speaking to my microphone podcast style.
It's chasing a bat. It just killed a bat. Don't block.
The warden.
I spawned this one. Kill it. Burn.
Oh my god. I see what you mean. I see now what you mean by 15% RTGs. I understand exactly what you mean.
That, to answer your question, no. No, a bat didn't do it. I did it. I thought it would be funny. Actually, chat told me to do it. Blame Crystal Dash. Chat told me to do it, so I did it for chat.
Sorry, hold on a second. Ah, Jesus. Fun fact, is it in fact flying? Oh my god. So here's a fun RPG fact, also ow, my finger. RTG, there's just a bunch of Soviet RTGs just chilling. Just chilling. We don't know where they are, they're just chilling. You know what's a fun thing? Russia also doesn't know where they are. They're just chilling in the wild somewhere. No one kept track of them well enough, so they're just chilling.
They didn't care. Hey, Beth,
They're
there's
just
iron.
somewhere.
Beth, come back. Beth, there's iron. The iron. Beth.
It's 70 meters a second, me. There are a lot of boat designs that are based around the concept of floating on top of the water rather than just floating like in the water, so that you can go very, very, very fast. Because otherwise, there's a like a hoverboat, but not, because it's like a really low flying plane. And it turns about 3 feet, which is great for a spinal mount. Fair enough. I remember in Starbase, or Star Made, right? I love making ships. That was super fun. I remember when I started a multi-faction war on accident, and then it took the server by surprise.
On accident? How do you start a multi-faction war on accident?
So there's an old battlefield that had been used for like a massive war in the past, and it was being used for scavenging. Typically speaking, if a ship has been loaded for a long time, the faction block would turn off after a while. And it was intended to So it was supposed to be safe to go like harvesting in this area, and you were just kind of told like, you know, just if something still has its shields up, it probably still has power. If it still has power, then you probably just can't harvest it. Don't worry about it. Go to the next ship. I decided wrong. That's stupid because the good shit is in the stuff that still has its shields on. Problem is that the faction blocks apparently disappear and they don't have power to them in that server. So I made a really big fuck-off gun. I spent a while building it, and I aimed it directly at the ship's windows that had really strong shields up. Because I was like, it looks like it's got some tasty stuff inside. I want that stuff, and it's an abandoned ship. Hello, Dolphin. What's the worst that could happen? It turns out the worst that could happen was because I was part of one of the two main factions on the server, and someone else who built that ship was part of the other main faction on that server. When I blew a hole straight through the ship, it started a war between the two. And so no one else wanted to be in this war, and the war mechanic of the game made everyone's defenses start firing on each other. Which was really not cool, because a bunch of people had been enjoying this alliance for a long time, so they were all kind of interdocked and stuff. So I caused a server rollback because they were like, it would take us so goddamn long to fix that I'd rather just shut the server down and bring it back up when it's fixed. By rolling back.
Wait a minute. Because you wanted that good shit, you went.
I undid a few hours of progress for people, yes, because I accidentally started an intergalactic war.
I love this as you the bit you said there, accidentally.
I didn't intend to start a war. I just intended to blow a hole in the ship. How was I supposed to know that A, it was still active? They didn't tell me it was powered.
Trust. The shields were on. You knew the shields had power. They didn't tell me the
faction block was powered. They just said the faction block disappeared after time. They didn't tell me it was power dependent.
Yes, trust is a walking warfare machine. You are correct, Weasel. Oh, so you can enchant books. That's Pog. Feather falling. Oh, you're feather falling! Yes! Yes!
See a void.
I nabbed it in enchanting a book. That is the Pog moment of the night.
Good one. Nice.
It's feather falling 1, but that's a start. It's better than feather falling 0. What?
How was I supposed to know that the block was powered? It isn't typically powered in the game, as far as I'm aware. So it was like a custom server thing. That was like, because typically you just put them down and they work. They just do.
Aquafinity's the one that allows you to breathe underwater, right?
No, that's respiration. Aquafinity lets you move faster. Or do things faster.
Okay, so my 3 options are Aqua Affinity, Protection 1, or Efficiency 3 is with a question mark. What kind of shit? I mean, I could take Aqua Affinity.
Now, if you find a turtle helmet, it is, or if you make a turtle helmet rather, it's automatically like respiratized a bit. So, which respiration doesn't let you breathe underwater, just lets you have longer time underwater.
How do you shuffle your enchantment options?
I have no idea what you mean.
Like, how do you make it change what's on your table to enchant with?
Oh, I don't know. That is true, Storm. Well, it was set so, like, if you shot somebody, it wouldn't automatically start, but if you shot through a ship, it would. And typically, no one was out there with, like, a fucking massive railgun half the size of a fucking battleship.
Except for you.
Well, look, I bought a station out of gun components and built a really big stick because I was wanting to get into that ship for a while. I just wanted to know what was in that ship, okay?
Was there anything good in there?
No.
Oh my god. So wait a minute. You did all the effort. You caused the war for nothing.
Yes, that is correct.
What did we learn here, Trust? Did you learn anything?
Yeah, there's no kill like overkill. Exactly.
No. That's not
What?
That's not the lesson. That's not
It is the lesson.
No, it's not. No, it is not.
Look, okay, look.
Yeah.
Look.
Yeah.
If they didn't want the war so bad, they shouldn't have had it to automatically declare war.
You can't blame other people for this.
Sorry, who decided that everyone in the fucking galaxy should go to war if someone got attacked? That is not within my power to decide.
What's quick charge?
I have no idea. Also, why would you choose this? Stop threatening to do that. I'm talking about StarMade. It's a game made by Shine, and it's I think 30-inch. It's a pretty good game.
Trust, I need to poke a hole in the hull. Proceeds to aim 155mm mortar at 2-gallon floor safe.
Listen, I needed to know what was in there, okay?
You did. Oh, you gotta be. I need enchantment. I need lapis lazuli. I have looting. I have looting available as an enchantment option. This. I need this.
I just wanted to know what was in the thing, so I built a really big gun. Because the way that guns work in that game, basically, right, is that you get parts for the gun. And the way that that works is that as you build the big-ass gun block by block, the more parts you add to the gun, the more strong the gun is, but the more energy it takes to fire the gun. So if you just build a really fucking big stick of reactors, these days the way that it works is that it's, I believe it's like a fucking, you need 2 different types of power blocks, and then the power blocks need to actually, like, they're based on their volume, but also the number of blocks in them. But back in the day, they only had 1 power block, which was just the fucking reactor, and the way that it worked was that it counted the volume of blocks within the overall, like, cube. So you could just build 3 sticks, and it would just count the entire volume of the hypothetical cube, which meant that you could get, like, obscene power generation if you just built a really big stick in, like, 3 directions. And then so you just nested whatever you wanted to in a bunch of really big sticks, and then there you go, you have your fucking gun. So I made a big stick, and then put 3 big sticks on the sides of it, and yeah, it was able to blast a fucking hole through the thing, which was awesome. And then it made a bunch of people mad at me, which was not so awesome. And then I got warned very angrily, which was less awesome.
They warned you for it?
Yeah.
What was the warning? Like, please don't blast your way into other ships again?
They said, if a ship is powered on, don't fucking touch it. And I said, okay.
And then proceeded to do it again. Okay. See, here's the thing. I'm laughing at this as if I wouldn't do the exact same thing.
Like,
because
they never told me that that's the reason. They never told me that the fucking ship's, like, despawn rate was dependent on the fucking Like, they never told me that the declaim rate was dependent on, like, the fucking power, so I didn't know. I just knew that, yeah, ships, like, unclaim after a long time, and I'm like, oh, well, this has been abandoned for fucking who knows how long, so clearly it's been enough time. So excuse me for not fucking...
Excuse me for wanting a sick-ass loot.
Yeah, exactly. Excuse me for wanting to know what was in that big-ass ship. Well, because, like, it was a fucking huge-ass ship, so I was like... it's gotta have something good, right? Like, no one just, like, leaves this behind, right? And I was right, no one just leaves that shit behind. They take it from the fucking broken ship and just build a new one, apparently.
Bringing our artillery piece to an Easter egg hunt.
It worked! Now, I'm not gonna say it worked particularly well, but I mean, it did open up the thing. Which was the goal.
If that's the way you want to put it, sure.
Tell me it didn't work.
If your goal was to get yourself in trouble, yeah, it worked great.
No, my goal was to open the ship, and it did. It did quite effectively.
It effectively, yeah, okay, all right, you know what, yeah, you did. After, blowing the entire front end off.
It didn't blow the entire front end off. It was a very focused shot. It shot all the way from the front of the ship to the back of the ship.
Oh, sorry, so you blew the entire ship off. Okay, got it.
No, I busted a pinhole through the ship.
A pinhole.
Yeah.
Right.
It just happens to be that pinhole destroyed approximately a 1x1 by however the fuck long the ship was. The hole into the ship.
It's not my fault. It's it's not my fault. I blew that ship up, officer. I promise.
No, I mean, it does. I mean, the entire ship didn't blow up. Just a really big line. Listen, it's fine.
I'm listening.
It's fine.
Uh-huh.
It's fine. So yeah, if you're in StarMade, top tip, and a thing lights up as if it's at a faction, it probably is.
I've never heard of StarMade.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's don't judge me.
Whoa, I noticed he's probably been looted to oblivion, but I never noticed this nether fortress over here.
So here's the thing that's fun about StarMade. Despite being technically abandoned, or kind of abandoned, the dude still is working on it. It's just that it's literally like a dude left working on it, I think. The team at its biggest was like 11 people in their like prime. So, but the ship, or not the ship, what the fuck? The game is, the demo is the full game. The developer just lets you play for as long as you want. Even with an account, on the free version. You do not need to buy the game. However, if you want to, you can, and that's pretty cool. I've bought the game a few times.
A few times?
Cool. Yes. I bought it on their site, I bought it on Steam, and then I bought it for a friend or two to see if they wanted to get into it. They never did.
I'm gonna check the Steam page real quick.
Back in my day, we didn't have fucking planets and shit. We didn't have fucking automated fucking... Back in my day, we didn't have fucking rails and shit.
STMRMADE?
You can tell if it's the right one because it's a voxel game that's probably rated mixed or something.
It's rated mixed by Schneed Gumbus. Oh, recommended by you.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, it's cool looking. It's like a blocky... It's like a... Space Adventures. Or Space Adventures? Space Engineers.
It's quite good. I'm not gonna say it's like perfect by any means, but it's a good game. I like it.
I added it to my wish list, so I'll keep an eye on it for next sale. Or maybe I'll go to Kingwin and see if there's any cheap keys on Kingwin.
You can use the demo. The demo's the freak. The demo's the full game.
Alright, wait, there's no demo on Steam.
What? You mean there's no demo? Did they remove the demo?
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Oh. Boo.
Hold
on.
I forget how nice Nether Fortresses actually are. Well, nice in quotes.
Hold on. This cannot stand. 1 second. Let me see. Fucking. Place. Fine.
Place.
There you go. Yeah, it's under a different name. It's Star Made Demo.
Oh, I went right to the main page. Whoops, sorry.
Yeah, I was like, I know that motherfucker didn't remove the goddamn demo. Like, he would have been well in his right to do so, but also I know he didn't. He was very pissy about it being a thing. So.
Oh, Mega Cream. Oh. Uh-oh.
So it's not. It isn't properly abandoned. It's just it's being updated so slowly that like people kind of just consider it abandoned. You'll get like an update once every like half a year maybe.
There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, it's probably like one dude, isn't it?
Yeah, like I said, it is one dude. I think like the biggest the team ever was like 11 people. And if you want to know how big the game is, I just hit the button and it's done approximately now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's 165 megabytes.
I could literally have it installed in like maybe a femtosecond.
Yeah, you could literally have it just installed basically. I remember because back in the day, as well. Back in my day, it was one of the games I could actually install in a day on my shitty ass internet, and it was one of the games I could run for a while on my old ass fucking equipment. I played that game for the first time I played that game, right? Was on a fucking PC that I thought was so goddamn powerful because it has 1 gigabyte of RAM. I had to turn all the settings down. I couldn't look at his ship because it would lag the fucking shit out of me, but I could do it.
1 gig of RAM. How'd you do anything?
Homie, back in my day, the strongest. Listen, back in my day, the hardest running game that I had access to was fucking Free Realms of Diablo 2.
I don't really remember having a game that I couldn't perform on. That was a lie. American Truck Simulator almost set my laptop on fire once, and that was kind of funny.
I love those videos of people cooking with their MacBooks. I really do.
Well, they do something with it, and it's alright. Here's Meg.
No, there's like so the like if you run the MacBook hard enough, it will actually get like hot enough that it will burn you. Some of the models anyway. So if you like wrap something up in aluminum foil and like set it there for a while, you can actually slowly heat something up. And the fact that you can do that is hilarious.
Ow. Fuck.
It doesn't like it when you do that. To bear in mind.
Of course not. I hope not. Oh, wither skeleton.
But the fact that you can is hilarious. Also, they have had updates over the years which have had it made, or have made it run harder storm, so results may vary. But it do be running on my fucking old, or at least last time I played it ran on my old laptop that has 4 gigs of RAM. Oh, wow. StarCraft 2 on Gateway. Oh.
My computer doesn't run well enough to have a chance to overheat.
Wake out as your PC. It's time to get time to save up and fucking throw storm a PC.
Bro, I didn't realize that Gateway still makes computers. Did you know that? They're still around making, like, budget-tiered devices.
Really?
Yes. And I only know this because I was at my internship. I was actually doing the thermal paste on your mini PC. Mm-hmm. And he had a Gateway on the shelf. I was like, what is this? He goes, it came from me. Yes, I had the machine. And I was like, yeah, from what year? He goes, I don't know, it seems pretty recent. And they're still making them. They're like Walmart specials, and they cost maybe like $100 at best. And they're like Intel Celery processors and like 2 gigs of RAM, but they're great for grandma who wants to go on Facebook and do her banking. So yeah, if you ever need I never used it. It was it's Celeron. It's
yeah,
Intel Celeron. Yeah. I call that would be me. Sorry, I missed one too many Discord notifications with stream mode on, so now I have Discord notifications on with stream mode. So I apologize. Yeah, I've never used it. It was in there for a screen replacement, and it was I think it was a couple years old at that point. I think it was a 2019 device and just needed a screen, but I can't say to its goodness or badness, but, I don't know, Gateway, laptop, it exists. The more you know. Storm, I'm not sure whether to say that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yes. Cat obtained. Me boy. My boy. Run.
Oh, it's just staircase.
My boy. Run. Please. My boy.
I'm
My
sorry,
cat.
Weasel.
Trolling users with their Discord, I see.
I bet you. Oh. Yeah. It's because I'm in the group chats. They don't. I did have. I'm trying to think of. I actually have stickers that say Intel Celery inside. And they, oh no!
You okay?
You're about to find out. I can't do anything about this chat. I'm just gonna let this happen. I was digging through another fortress, and the floor opened up, and I fell into beans.
Yeah, I mean...
I actually have Intel stickers that say... I have a couple different ones. I found them on Redbubble. One says Intel Dead Inside, and the other one says Intel Celery Inside, and they both make me laugh at a stupid amount.
Intel Celery Inside is prior to using it. Intel Dead Inside is after.
Intel Dead Inside is actually turned off the first time.
Yeah.
I have blaze rods now.
You know, Noctua now sells a cooler, right, that is definitely not TM designed TM to be on an AMD TM on the bare die TM. It's definitely not TM designed to do that TM. Definitely not TM designed to do that. It just happens to be designed, it could hypothetically be attached directly to the dies, but you're not supposed to do that TM.
Why would you... What? Why?
You could attach it directly to the dies by ripping off the shield of the processor to get minus 20 degrees of cooling.
What? That's what? Huh?
But it's definitely TM, not designed to do that. TM.
No, Matt. This is normal.
Also, thank you for the pets. Also, Lil Maze, this computer still functions. All research I've done suggests it would take a minor miracle to keep it running even for half the time without it. Oh wow.
Storm, is it a pre-built or is it a custom? Or is it just like a standard like efficiency spec meme machine?
Yeah, so Noxia was like, now we can't officially say that it's supposed to do this. However, we can't stop you from doing this. And as a matter of fact, neither can A&D, and we can show the performance hypothetically if someone would ever want to do this. And we also sell adapters hypothetically if someone would like to hypothetically use that hardware to make the cooler sit more efficiently on the dice.
We can't tell you to do this hypothetically, but we're not going to tell you not to do it.
We're not going to tell you not to do it, and in the off chance you want to do it, you can 3D print the files.
That's valid.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, it's an 11-year-old PC from Spare Bits. Actually, Storm, straight up, that's impressive. It's an 11-year-old Spare Bit PC that's still cooking. That is impressive.
So if it's a desktop, you could potentially just like replace whatever parts.
Just throw different bits at it. I actually probably have a spare GPU I can sell you if you want something. Or I actually might even have another board chucking around somewhere that I can throw at you if you'd like. On the DL, on the cheap.
I like desktops where you can just be like, my GPU failed, wrong, new GPU. Oh, my PSU failed, wrong, $20, fix that bitch.
Oh, really? Oh, Pog.
Oh shit. Baller.
What is this? Did someone build a castle in the Nether?
Ooh. Hey, Ma, my GPU's on fire. What does that mean?
Ma, my GPU's on fire.
Did you try launching something with Denuvo, sweetie? Yeah? Don't do that next time.
Try not.
Try launching literally anything else. I had a friend whose GPU exploded. Or rather,
Actually exploded?
one of the capacitors on it exploded when he ran a game with Denuvo.
Oh my god. Try running Crisis. Did you try running Doom?
He bought Final Fantasy 15, which should run because the totally legitimate Yarhar version ran fine. But Denuvo pushed it just barely past limitations where it wouldn't start, and when he finally forced it to start, Denuvo had a bug at the time where it would like keep making it did the New World thing basically, where it would just keep ramping up and it wouldn't stop, and the GPU would cook itself to death. And so he heard some weird noises and opened up his PC just in time to see the little capacitor go. And so he watched his 1080 literally go up in flames.
Oh my god.
And he's like,
well, shit.
He's like, I was gonna be like, you know, a little bit easier on DRM because I figured, you know, maybe it is good that I have to pay the developers to play their game. But this has cemented any belief I had that DRM has no fucking place in this world. And I was like, I can't blame you. If I just had my fucking 1080 go up in flames, I would have, yeah.
I can't tell if this is someone's house or not. It looks like a Go build, but I can't tell.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's in the Nether.
Hey, homie.
Huh.
Grab a stick.
Oh, right. I knew it! It is a Gull build.
Hey.
112 days ago. I think
Very pretty.
Have you been open for that?
Got nothing in it.
I want to make the Hacksmith propane CPU cooler.
What
Huh?
the fuck is that? Hell? Also, yeah, it's not going to be an easy fix. I've been having issues with pretty much every part aside from the PSU in case. Oof. Thankfully, right now on eBay, there are hella parts. So, if you do come into any amount of money that you put use into that, you can get pretty efficient use out of it.
You know what, Storm? Hit me in the DMs because I work at a company that that recycles stuff out like maybe every 3 and we're basically what we're getting at, we've had a lot of stuff come through with some pretty decent boards and some pretty decent specs. I might be able to get you some stuff from our recycler, so hit me in the DM. We can chat about it if you like.
I remember my first gaming PC was an Optiplex 750 with a fat GPU slapped into the side of it.
My first... Oh my god. I just committed homicide. I just knocked back the fucking piglin into a pit and he fell and died.
Oh my god.
My first gaming computer was my dad's old work laptop, which was an HP... It was an HP something. And I abused that thing to no... I broke the screen twice.
No.
Ran liquid propane across CPU and piping into a grill and burned it. Because I burned it, the expansion caused it to get so cold. Icing? The CPU started
Oh yeah,
icing.
so it's kind of like the liquid nitrogen coolers that people have for their CPUs. Because you know there's cooling competitions, right?
Yes, I knew that. That is...
Yeah.
I'm not sure if that's cool or terrifying. I don't know if I'd want propane in my computer.
What do you mean? You don't want your CPU to be like in negative degrees?
I mean, I would, but I don't want propane live in my computer.
I'd be more worried about the ice, because that is actually a problem when you start getting
that's it.
CPUs that cold, is it actually becomes so fucking cold that the condensation starts to build. You actually get it so cold that moisture starts becoming a really, really big problem.
I don't know if this is a natural spawn or what, but I just found a bone in the nether that looks like it looks like it says TF. It's down there.
Oh my god, it looks like the fucking FaZe Clan logo.
Didn't FaZe stock? Oh no, not yeah, no. This wouldn't charge you. That's valid, Storm. You know, Storm, I don't. If I pull something out of a recycling pile, I would not charge you because it doesn't cost me anything. Like I just did with Trust.
Which, thank you again, by the way.
Yeah, like I just got Trust a streaming PC that's gonna run alongside their main setup. It's a little baby ThinkStation,
ThinkStation.
Right
Yeah,
here.
something like that. It's a little Lenovo
ThinkCenter.
mini PC. It's a little itty bitty baby thing. The whole thing is the size of my fucking hand.
I have a picture of it. I had it on the floor and put it to one of my screens last night because I was running. Vath, if any livers show up, I'd be worried. Oh, you're. Oh, I
That's
didn't
in
know
the
that.
same style of, oh, I see. If I give 1 liver, I'm a hero, but if I give 15, I'm a fucking villain somehow.
If I get 15, I'm a psychopath. Society says I'm evil.
Psychopath.
I didn't know that, Storm. Sorry about that.
Oh, damn.
Not sorry that you're British, but sorry that it would be hard to get to.
Oh my god.
I wasn't. No, I was trying to. So no people joke about other British folk. I want to make sure that they were aware I wasn't apologizing they were British. It's apologizing to be a bitch to ship. Yeah, that would be a pain in the ass.
Yeah, it just hit me like a goddamn freight train. Holy shit. Oh my.
We're sorry about. No, Faff.
I did not expect those words to come out of your mouth.
What? Sorry, you're
Oh.
British.
Like, not to say I'm sorry you're British. Like, there's those specific words in that combination I was not prepared for.
That's why you hang out with me, for my pure chaotic energy. You're on board for it?
It's okay. Guard and I throw shit back and forth about each other's countries constantly. And he'll be like, God, I fucking hate the NHS. They're so fucking stupid. I just want to talk to somebody, for God's sake.
What's the NHS?
And then NHS is the fucking health bullshit. That's not like their overarching.
Oh, is Garn also British?
Yeah.
Huh.
They're Brit.
Oh wait, I knew that. I've talked to Garn before.
So like, so because of that, he has to go through them to get any other care, unless he wants to go private.
That's right.
Which is expensive as fuck. So he'll only complain about that. And I'll be like, was that fireworks, gunshots, or a car door? And he's like, never mind.
I actually had a moment like that last night where I wasn't sure if it was fireworks, gunshots, or a car door.
It's great. I can never.
Well, the thing is, you live country. Where I live, which you will find out when you get my shipping label, is I don't live very country. Like, I am suburbia. And
Well, of course not. You mentioned something about like fucking living on the sinking place.
Huh?
Did you not know that?
New York isn't sinking.
New York is slowly sinking.
Wait, what? Oh,
Did you not know that?
Weasel's even like, you're British? I'm sorry. Storm, I didn't mean to do this. I'm sorry. I knew that the coastline's getting eroded by Lake Ontario. I thought California was the sinking one.
I mean, everywhere kind of is because of the fucking ice caps, but I mean,
Well,
just New York is doing it a little bit more. They're going a little bit faster at it.
I
Granted,
believe-
not by any means that's gonna like actually fucking change your life within the course of like the next who cares amount of time, but
I blame Andrew
the fact
Cuomo.
that it is kind of funny.
I blame Andrew Cuomo. I made a comment at work today. I was going to the DMV, and I said if I'm not back within an hour, I've been sacrificed to Andrew Cuomo. And my coworker looked up and said, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, if I don't come back, I've been sacrificed to Andrew Cuomo." She's like, "He's not in office anymore, right?" I was like, "Yeah, I still blame him for literally anything."
I want to get a tungsten cube statue and put it at the like coast of somewhere that's like slowly sinking into the water, and then just like I want to have it inscribed with some kind of like like fucking Mjolnir looking ass shit. Side note, I just want a tungsten cube.
I wouldn't mind a tungsten cube.
You know that tungsten cubes are not considered assets by the Social Security like people?
Really?
For
Why
some
do you
reason,
know that?
apparently. Because I was curious. When you're applying for disability, you can't own more than $2,000 worth of shit, whether
Yeah, I
that
know.
be money or like other things. And because tungsten cubes are not considered like an easily resaleable thing, so they're not considered currency, but they're also technically okay. So you'd have to be able to say that it sufficiently makes you happy, which it's the funniest shit I've ever heard to own a fucking tungsten cube for just the sake of having it.
My
So I
tungsten
think
makes
that
me
them
happy.
hearing me be exceedingly giddy talking about a cube, I think I could pass it off as recreational use. It just has to make you happy.
Recreational
in
use
some way.
tungsten cube.
Yeah, some way, shape, or form.
Whose
Which
house
would
is
then,
this?
yeah. So like you could potentially get it, and like they probably wouldn't count it as it being like an investment, which means that you could buy it using that money, and because it isn't really something that they typically count, just in general, because it's a fucking metal cube, you could pretty much get it passed, and just like they would not care. So
Diesel says
technically
best I got is an
speaking,
osmium
it's
sphere.
totally fine. Yes, I know exactly how heavy it is. That's why it's hilarious.
I somehow ended up at Scar's house. I don't even know how I ended up here, but I found a portal. I went through it, and now I'm in. What the fillet? What did Scar do here? What? He has a punishment pole for 2 llamas.
Oh.
This sheep farm, I feel like I need to call somebody about. And I don't even know what to call this.
That potentially does the your magic fucking, yeah, it's nice blue, yeah. Does it get bluer when you close it a little bit? Also, the 5 visible sides describe cool Mjolnir-esque runes and patterns. The bottom side has Navy SEAL copy pasta, a very similar font. Yeah, no, in Elder Futhark. It has it in fucking runes.
Yes.
Side note that when Gar and I were playing Chivalry, I was like, oh hey, they have Futhark on the side of these things. And they're like, they have what? And I was like, they have the runic language on the side of these things. And they're like, A, you could recognize that language, and B, you know where to go to translate it? I'm like, I'm a fucking nerd who geeks out about everything magic. You think I don't know about ancient runes? And he's like, you know what? That's fair. I was like, a lot of like the fucking cringy magic ass backgrounds that I've made have this language. And they're like, oh.
I need to know. I need to know. I don't know what I need to know, but I need to know something. And it's concerning what Scar is doing here.
Imagine being a nerd and not being able to see me and not being able to know where I am because I'm invisible. Imagine being that type of nerd. Imagine leaving your entire complex completely undefended because you were a dipshit and couldn't see somebody. Invisible. Imagine looking straight at me and thinking you know where I would be here if I were you.
Oh, I see. I teleported to you because I found your sentence amusing, and I wish I didn't do that.
Yeah.
There's a crossbow here for you.
Yeah, there's you know what else there's the LA over there if you want some of them. If you want some of them.
You already gave me one. I already have sus. I don't need any one of those sus.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Ah, shit.
Don't worry, forest children, you're free.
Do you want the crossbow trust?
No, I'm good.
I'm taking it.
Okay.
Ooh, Dark Oak Logs, Pog. Hey. Twit. Fuck you. Catch. I missed.
Oh shit, I missed. I was gonna hit you with the collapse spell and say something Funko Pop.
something Funko Pop? Trust me, I feel like I shouldn't be here.
If you had to describe something on a ruined stone to confuse archaeologists, what would it be? Oh shit.
Trust is prepared. Storm, this is like Trust has thought about this.
I have thought about this, and I still don't have a good answer. Because I think my favorite thing would be to write like a really confusing recipe for some type of fire that doesn't exist. Like for some type of, or describe a material that does not exist. And I know it doesn't exist. So there's nothing like this in the world. Just, like describe like a non-Euclidean metal. And so like they're like, what the fuck? How the fuck did we create that? How the fuck did they have that? What do you mean they had that? And like have it inscribed on tungsten. So clearly there is great effort put into putting this fucking ring into existence. So like they believe it to be real, because who would the fuck would inscribe tungsten if they didn't have a reason to do so?
See, you know what I would do? I would just put a VIN number. Like, I would straight up write, like, a VIN number of one of my vehicles on some random piece of tungsten and throw it in the water.
Oh, so you know that Mr. Beast thing where they shot something up to the moon?
Yes.
There's a picture of Fern on the moon.
Did you see that India actually just landed on the moon?
You see what now?
India just landed on the moon. They got a rocket.
Oh, wow. GG.
They're the first... I think the first since we did it to get on there. They're the first other country since us to get on the moon. Recently, I think we're actually launching the moon mission soon. It's state sponsored.
Okay, so... Oh, hey, Maria. So, Storm, what would you scribe? And why would it be the Dwarf Fortress wiki?
the web link to the Dwarf
font.
Fortress link.
Impossibly small font.
Hi, Maria. Oh, and yes, of course. And trust, I would inscribe that VIN number in rooms as well. So that way the community is like 1FTF. It's like, what?
I would love. Oh yeah, this is Miff's house.
Trust sleeps in Miff's house. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I sleep exclusively in Miff's house. My house is over here, which I don't remember if I put a bed in it or
There's
not.
a bed in there. You
Is there a bed?
still choose to sleep in Miff.
No, I don't have a bed.
Did you put one in with Sneaker Beeper?
No. There's not one in here, Bleeper.
Oh, yes, it was. My bad.
No. You can't badmouth Bleeper like that.
I'm not bad-mouthing Bleeper.
Badmouthing Bleeper.
I would never Why would I badmouth Bleeper?
You're doing it. You're
The
badmouthing
Bleeper. I'm not doing shit.
It's
Harold Greenfingers' Guide to Building a Browning.
oh my.
You want to know how he lost the other two? Read the guide.
Yo, this is Monkey Brain's Guide to Building a Shit in less than 500.
Exactly. Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Barry here. Barry one nut. So everybody learn. I can't even finish my joke. It's so bad, anyways. I give up.
Garn is like talking about how the reviews are just like talking shit, and he's just like agreeing, and funnily enough, it's so bad that it's uniting all the sides of the fandom of that show into hating it, so that everyone's just laughing at it rather than fighting amongst themselves.
So everyone thinks that the show's called Vikings?
Yes.
I thought that, not saying I thought as in I watched, saying I thought as in I recall that show being good.
Apparently it used to be. Apparently it was the first 2 seasons, and then it just started getting bad, and it just kept getting worse.
Ew.
They're currently on like season 5, I think, and they're trying to make it to the end of season 5 so they can wait and see if season 6 is good.
Is it ended?
No, I think still ongoing. I am partly stealing that idea from Ian from Forgotten Weapons because he did something similar for his last April Fool's video. Here is my guide on building a trench gun. Did you know that Russia, when they wanted to build a new gun to be used like a shotgun, they took an aircraft tube and put it on a wooden block and then fired a fucking shell from it because that's what they did.
Are you for real? Hit me, bitch.
Yeah, I learned that history from Russian Badger, actually.
Yes, it's alright.
They were just like, alright, it's your boy, Russia. We have anti-aircraft tube, and we want to make a new shotgun. It just so happens that our shotgun shells fit inside of this anti-aircraft tube. What if we just put the tube on a brick and shot from it? And then it worked, and that became the trench gun, apparently.
That's... Soul Sweat, what is this?
What the fuck? The Viking Atgear, and it's just a fucking cannon on a stick?
What? Huh? Wait.
The Viking Atgear was just an Atgear. Why did he do it? I mean, I know it's an April Fool's video, but that's hilarious. God, I really like the fact. Okay, so peep this shit, right? Oh, it's great. So Garn and I watch YouTube videos, as I said before, occasionally. And he's very much like super big into medieval weapons right now, and medieval stuff in general. And we used to watch a lot of Shadiversary, Metatron, and stuff whenever he would get into these kicks. Metatron went super turbo right wing, and so does Shadiversary. But then they have like this like ancient, just old dude, I think he's like in his 70s or some shit, that we started watching recently, who's an antique sword salesman, and he just collects swords and talks about them. And he's just the chillest motherfucker. I'm sure Bomb Blast could go like on to the side of this dude, and he'd just be like totally okay. He'd probably just like be like, "It's a bit loud, isn't it?"
It's a bit loud, isn't it?
Motherfucker like picks up a saber and he's like, "Ah, German," and he's like, "Yeah, how so?" And they're just like, "Oh, it's got a straight blade here. Germans never quite care for curving their swords, and also it's got a little curvy bit right here, which is quite uncomfortable to have, but this one doesn't fold. In fact, it's been folded because someone probably fell on it or hit it or teared it, so it didn't be uncomfortable to have. And oh, look at this! It's a saber. That's American. You can tell it's American because of the way that it's shaped and the sheath, and also because it's a mix of European and French and German and Italian and everywhere else they could get it from. Design, it's amazing, it's great, I like it so much. It's got a great guard here, it's got a great and it's just like, he's just a fucking Chad.
Huh.
It was just like, whoa. And also, fucking Scalagrim also is still quite funny. He did a thing recently where he's talking about the some ruby weapons, and he's talking about the one that's just an axe on a shotgun stock,
Port.
or excuse me, a blunderbuss stock.
Professor Port.
Yeah,
That's Port's weapon.
yes. And he's like, the weapon that's so much of a meme, even the creators shat on it in their own show.
Yes. I think someone questioned it at one point in the show, and they're just like, don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's actually it's the, I think Weiss is their name. It's the white-haired dust user who
That's Weiss.
Yeah. Her chibi form grabbed it and was like, "It's an axe. How do you even aim?" They're like, "Don't worry about it.
Don't question it." And they do actually. You see him using it once. And it's during the battle for Beacon at the end of season 2. Was Battle for Beacon season 2? I think it was.
I made it
but,
in Ruby." Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, no, you see him using it, and the way they have him holding it in the it's like maybe you see him using it for 30 seconds. He's like, "Come at me, you bastards!" He's like pretty much cutting his arm off.
Yes.
Hey, what were you gonna say?
Oh, here we go. Storm says, "But yes, if I wasn't like stealing from Ian, I'd probably go for like a record of Norse mythology with a load of details that can only really exist in the modern day, and also eerily describe the gods as being suspiciously similar to actual real-world people." And then to cap it all off, mentioned Bob Ross exactly once by name as one of the people prophesized to survive Ragnarok. I love that there's a video out there of Bob Ross who has a fawn near him, and the fawn just crawls up into his lap, and he just gives the fawn a hug.
Yes, yep. I know what you're talking about.
My man's used to be a fucking general in the army. Did you know that about Bob Ross?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He got tired of yelling at people, and so he was like, "I'm an art now. It is time for me to stop being on my villain arc and go chill arc."
Sus, why are you in the ceiling? Get down from there. There you go. Restocking my potatoes.
So I have an idea for the for the shit. So I was thinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
That computer streaming is not going to take up all of its power. It's not going to take up really anywhere near its full potential probably. So I was like, I wonder what else I could host on that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, I wonder if I could use whatever the hell tunneling solution I want to actually fucking go for. Because fuck Amazon AWS, but also like the other solutions kind of aren't that much better, except for the ones that kind of are. We want to do that. Point is, whatever I decide to do with it to make the networking do the thing, I'm like, what if I made a little Minecraft modded server, just a little small one. Like nothing permanent, just a little thing that's fun to hang around.
We can certainly look into that a little later. I'd be down for that.
Yeah. Also, I think I figured out the way that I'm going to be able to do the stream setup and stuff, because I was wondering how I'd hook up all the audio and shit. To like still be on separate channels, and I think OBS actually does pretty well. It's pretty fucking lightweight if you don't have it multi encoding to eat the Twitch. So you can just have OBS export to an OBS across your network, and then have that OBS overlay on your other OBS, and then have both of your OBSs working in tandem.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Huh.
That too, and that would give me a prime excuse to take all the things that I don't mess with and fucking flick it over to the other screen, to the other machine, and just have all of that self-contained bullshit, and then have my microphone still on here, because the only fucking thing I'm ever concerned about is stream staying on and my microphone staying on.
That's valid.
I have done that approximately one time, and it didn't end badly, and I'm so thankful for it. But thanks for the pats, I appreciate it. I joined a private chat, and and a friend and I were just hanging out, and like we didn't say anything that was bad. Like the VOD didn't contain anything that I had to go delete or anything. I still did, just in case. But I was like, I fucked up, and they're like, "What did you do?" I was like, "I've been live for the past like hour and a half," and they're like, "Oh, huh."
Was anyone watching?
No. But I was still like, that's not good. Like, that could have been very bad. Like, someone could have just casually mentioned my fucking name, or I could have made a purchase and just started, like, uttering out my fucking card details. It's just like a stem shit. I've tried so hard to get myself to stop fucking doing that, man.
Wait a minute. You had a sim that was your credit card number?
Sometimes, like, when I'm entering, like, my credit card number in, like, I can't fucking focus on the numbers if I don't say them or something.
Alright, I'm listening, I'm just nodding my head. Alright.
Storm says that second one would be especially effective since there are precisely 0 pre-Christianization sources for Norse mythology, so as the one surviving source, no one would be able to argue. Plus, it's made of fucking tungsten. You aren't scratching tungsten.
You try. It's funny.
You just, like, it's like, iridium. Iridium's such a cool material. Iridium's so cool. I want iridium. Like, you know what I don't understand? You know what I don't understand? Why the fuck are diamond rings like $16,000 goddamn dollars, right? When like an iridium ring made for people who own yachts just to show off that they're rich. Literally the only reason it exists is to show off that they're rich and to excuse mining more iridium. That is the 2 reasons why they exist.
Are you serious?
They're like, yes. Hold on. I'm literally not even kidding you. Hold on. Let me get the site. Smithson Tennant, a division of American Elements, the world's only luxury iridium jewelry, the most beautiful precious metal, the patina of platinum, the luster of gold, the strongest precious metal found in nature, a melting point exceeding 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit, harder and denser than gold, platinum, or silver, the newest precious metal in a fine jewelry, made with cutting-edge technology, with a stock photo that looks like a guy shitting himself, iridium rings.
See, okay.
They sell for $2,000.
That's it?
Yeah.
So,
do you have any idea how hard it is to get iridium?
So wait, then why are they only selling for $2,000?
Because $2,000 is ridiculous for a ring, even for rich people.
I mean, they're charging more for diamond. Ooh, Fortune 3. Ooh, Fortune 3 book, Pog. Like diamond rings cost more. I don't. Doesn't make sense to me. How would you buy an iridium ring then if it only costs $2,000? If you're trying to like flaunt your wealth, wouldn't you buy a more expensive ring?
Yeah.
So why are they making it?
Because it's a talking point. Because you can be like, well, I have this super rare fucking metal that's like better than your shitty fucking diamond, bitch.
Yeah, right.
Because of how fucking hard it is to get iridium. It's ridiculously hard to get iridium. Because it's not native to Earth, by the way. It isn't on our planet, naturally.
Oh no. So if it... Well... So how do they get it?
They mine it around the craters left behind fucking... They mined it
from
around,
meteors?
like, they currently mine it around, like, giant fucking craters.
From, like meteor strikes?
Like, man, I wonder why all of the iridium mines happen to be on the edge-ish of the big-ass hole in the ocean where the fucking dinosaurs probably got extinctorated from.
Sorry, meteorite, yeah. Thank you, Beth.
An annual production and consumption of only 16,000 pounds. Let's see. Iridium, 190. Yeah, well, give me the shit.
Oh.
Oh, so it is found in the Earth's crust. It's just found at such a rare, like, at such a rarity in the Earth's crust that it's just not fucking worth mining anywhere that a meteorite hasn't struck.
Huh.
There we go. Iridium is found in meteorites much higher abundance than in Earth's crust. For this reason, the unusually high abundance of iridium in the clay layer at the... I don't know how to pronounce that. The Cretaceous Paleogene boundary gave rise to the Alvarez hypothesis that the impact of a massive extraterrestrial object caused the extinction of dinosaurs and many other species 66 million years ago, now known to be produced by the impact that formed the Chicxulub crater. Similarly, an iridium anomaly in core samples from the Pacific Ocean suggested that the Eltanian impact of about 2.5 million years ago. So basically, blah, 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 blah. It's found a lot more from space than in the land.
Huh.
And it's apparently because the high density of iridium made it so that when Earth was really young and really, really hot, it sunk to the bottom. So it's hard to get it.
Huh. That is... Huh.
Sorry, I've been nerding the fuck out over...
No, I am just processing the information that's being thrown at me. That is...
Basically, the TLDR is iridium's fucking cool. It's the second most dense element that the second most dense metal, at the very least. It's only followed up by osmium in that respect.
I just can't process why they wouldn't charge more if it's so rare.
Because rings are small, and it's a niche thing.
No, I want one.
And there's also not a culture built around it. Like, there is, like, the whole rich person culture built around it, but it's not, like, the same culture as, like, a diamond, right? Like, you're not buying this for, like, a wedding or something, usually. You're buying it for, like, just to show off.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Like, literally the purpose of it is just to buy it to show off.
I say, oh, look at my ring. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but the cool thing about that, I guess, is the fact that, you know, it does fund the mining of more, which, like, yeah, mines are bad, blah, 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 but whatever, fuck it, fine. There was a periodic table video on it. It's actually pretty cool. The alloy that they typically make iridium into ends up being pale blue in color. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, I'm gonna be Googling pictures of this material later.
Yeah, because iridium by itself is actually white, like platinum. It's also fucking badass.
Really?
Because it's brittle as shit, right? It's like really, really insanely fucking hard and heavy, but it's really fucking brittle. But if you put a bitty, like I think it's like 0.0092% of titanium or some bullshit in there, then it actually gets like really fucking strong and like is way less brittle, and like you only lose a negligible amount of hardness. So it's like it becomes this really fucking badass material that's like they don't use it in much because it's really goddamn heavy. But if you want crucible, all of a sudden iridium becomes the omega chad of resources, because how the fuck do you melt tungsten? You need to get something that's able to burn hotter than tungsten and it doesn't melt, which is really hard to do.
Yeah, understandable.
And you can't burn osmium unless you want people to go blind. And also, I don't know how hot osmium burns. How hot osmium meat. Also, Storm says if you want something that's actually pretty, bismuth exists comparatively. Pretty bismuth is dirt cheap compared to precious metals. It's also a rainbow metal, so you know. I may be biased, you can probably understand why. Also, fun fact, bismuth is technically radioactive. Interesting. But its half-life is over 1 billion times longer than the age of the universe. That's fair.
I do think bismuth is very pretty. Beans. Lots of beans.
Yeah, okay, osmium does burn. It does melt like the fucking hot. Would you like to know the melting point of osmium?
Yes, I think I would.
5,491 Fahrenheit.
Jesus.
Iridium's melting point is 4,435, and I believe, if I remember correctly, tungsten is about... Never fucking mind. Tungsten is 6,191. God damn. Jesus fuck. Yeah, so basically, blah, blah, blah. That is all to say that if you want to get something really, really goddamn hot, iridium's not bad. It's actually pretty good. Well, I meant to say blind, but sure. See, yes, osmium tetroxide is actually is acutely toxic. It's severe irritant, blah 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 blah, and can cause irreversible eye damage. There we go. Yay!
I want to blind my enemies. Quick, give me the fetch the osmium.
Yeah, it's because it's extremely reactive, so it likes to do a lot of things when you have it. So it can, it just like it just goes, it just does, and. How do you melt tungsten? Fun fact, it's possible to melt your carbon. Yes. It's fucking awesome. You can burn a diamond. It's fucking dope. How... Oh. People are way smarter than I am about this. I don't mean burn, I mean melt. Oh. Right. That's kind of cool. So, would you like to know...
Suicide. Sort of bat commits suicide. Just flew itself into a freaking stream of beans and died.
Would you like to know what the mixed scientist solution for melting tungsten is?
Yeah.
Instead of having it in a crucible, you don't. You just... You just kind of, like, sort of position it into whatever will survive long enough to cast it, and then you just electrify the shit out of it to make it really fucking hot in a vacuum, and then it burns. And then you use non-reactive shit to hopefully sustain the theory that you created in your home or lab.
Huh.
Whatever you have is above 6,000 degrees Fahrenheit. There isn't much that's going to survive that. Hey, also nice bath. GG. Sorry, I get really, like, into stupid, like, random fucking metals and shit.
You're
Like,
good. A new disc!
science,
I have a new disc. I now have 13. I think that's new. I hope it's new.
You can melt carbon, but it needs to be in an inert atmosphere at over 100 times atmospheric pressure, but you can melt carbon.
You can certainly try. No, fuck. It's my. I know 4 copies of 13. God damn it.
I want a tungsten cube. The reason I want a tungsten cube is because it's so fucking stupid. Like, it's stupidly heavy. You can't scratch it with anything that you're reasonably gonna get your hands on. And if you drop it, the funny part is when you drop it, because if you drop it, it doesn't stop at the floor. If you have a wooden floor, it doesn't stop there. It goes through the floor into the foundation.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine? Hang on. Being like at home with obviously your newly acquired tungsten cube, right? And so you like slip, you trip it, you knock off your table, oops, and there goes this fucking dunk, 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 dunk. It goes to your floor, the floor below you, like, all the way down, just keeps going.
I want the 4-inch tungsten cube.
Don't drop it.
Cube is $4,000.
Oh my god. See, but that would be funny. To drop it over the nursery room. That would be funny.
Like, no one needs to own a tungsten cube. There's no reason to own a tungsten cube other than it's funny. But, like, goddamn, would it be funny? Like, have you seen the Tungsten Cube episode of, like, or, like the thing where, like, William Osmond and, like, Alan Pan and Niall Red are all fucking around with the Tungsten Cube and dropping it from, like, a balcony?
No.
They're dropping it into a sand bucket, or into a sand, like kids pool, because if they don't, it'll drop through the solid, like, 2x4 floor underneath. And they drop it on, like, a TV, and it just goes through the fucking TV.
I need to find this video.
We'll fucking watch it once.
Yes.
Man, it's so fucking... God, I don't know what the fuck is up with... Like, okay, dude, some people's things are, like, cars and shit. Some things are, like... Some people's things are like, oh, man, I love, like, watching NASCAR. I love it when they take a left turn. Some people's things are like, dude, yo, fucking, of course I'm giving a lot of, like, car-related examples, but, like, it's like, and then, like, you're like, dude, you know what's badass? You can buy a tungsten cube on Amazon for $4,000, and fuck you if you think you're stopping whatever the hell it's going. It's funny to watch people try and pick it up because their fingers, their knuckles go white as they try to grip onto it.
Oh, what do you got, Storm?
What do you got, Storm? Please. God, I hate iridium spark plugs because they all advertise having iridium, and I don't want the spark plug. I want a cube of iridium.
I don't want your stupid spark plug. I want the material it's made out of. Damn it.
Yeah, I don't. Iridium is radioactive. What the fuck? Iridium is used to fight cancer.
Yeah, I knew that actually.
Iridium is also used in dirty bombs.
I think I actually knew that too.
Okay, perhaps I don't want iridium, but
a tungsten cube engraved with a "Get well soon" letter to Julius Caesar in Norse runes buried in the lowest layer of the ruins of Troy. Storm, it's amazing.
Oh, that's badass. So wait.
Storm, new question. How did we get there?
What's the other isotope of iridium? And is that one radioactive?
Is this what the Minecraft streamers are into, researching radioactive elements? Yes. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying it's amusing.
Yes, iridium-191 is not radioactive and is also naturally occurring by production from fission.
Fission? Wait, it's a fission byproduct? Really?
Yes.
Huh.
And it's mild eye irritation, highly flammable, low hazard for iridium's flammable.
Well, yeah. At what burning point though? Like, how hot do you have to get before it actually catches fire?
Well, I mean, like over 4,000.
Yeah, sick.
But like, yeah, basically. They have low toxicity, Okay. Iridium 191. Price. How expensive is Iridium 191?
Trust you're gonna end up on a list.
I'm probably already on a list. Do you have any idea of the things that I like to fucking look at?
I'm not
It's
gonna
basically
answer,
just nuclear shit.
I'm not gonna answer that
I'm
question.
particularly interested in nuclears. I have no interest in fucking with it myself, but I am absolutely fascinated with nuclear power. But sorry, continue.
What? No, I'm listening to you.
Can you? What is this used for? Oh! Apparently, Iridium 191 specifically is used instead of normal found non-pure iridium, because that's stupid and dumb, to optimize the production of the radioactive version, which is why you can't buy it, because if you had 191 you could make it into 192, which is bad.
You can't buy this one, because if you could buy this one, you can make the other one. Please don't.
I don't think you can. Wait. Oh, excuse me. No, you can just buy it easy as. It's $32 on fucking, apparently, some site.
You can buy
Okay.
Iridium 191 for $30.
You can, okay, hold on. You can buy 5 grams of 99.95% high purity iridium powder on eBay, of course, for $12,000 or for $1,200.
Shipping from China.
You can buy it on Alibaba too.
Wait a minute. It's not real. It's just some colored powder made to look like it.
I mean,
It'd be
Dude,
funny to
that-
have,
that-
like, hey, here's my iridium. It's not iridium. Yes, it is.
that, dude, that's dead ass what like Nile Red does. Like for a lot of his stuff, he'll just go on fucking eBay and buy it from like sketchy people. Because like, what are you gonna do? Go to like a lab and buy it? No, because labs won't sell it to you.
I would trust eBay over AliExpress.
I mean, yeah, because at least there's a higher chance of you not getting fucked over because someone tried to, like, import that shit, and then you had to explain why someone was trying to ship you a fucking thing potentially used in the construction of fucking,
Uh-oh.
things so illegal that even fucking Russia wouldn't dare.
I'm trying to build a nuclear generator. No, you're not.
Yeah, don't become the nuclear Boy Scout. He got very bad burns.
Oh my god, I love the
I
I love the episode of Young Sheldon. I don't watch the show very often, but I see this clip every once in a while where he buys like a fucking 150 smoke detectors, and then the FBI shows up like, hey, where's your kid?
Yeah, don't do that. Don't extract the americium out of fucking smoke detectors ever. Don't ever do that. It's a bad idea.
He was
Also, did your granddad or grandmother have a funny glowing watch that, you know, had a little glowing little thing that doesn't glow anymore? Did it have that? Congratulations, do you have radium in your house?
Luckily, no, she didn't.
Did you have a fucking a glowy lantern that has a big mesh that for some fucking reason seems to make your compasses act really weird? Well, have I got a deal for you? That might be a thorium mesh. I remember, God, I think my third grade teacher fucking did this to me. Fucking made me interested in this shit. 'Cause I remember he talked about how, like, radiation can fuck with compasses. And so, like, if you found, like, a radioactive, like, isotope, apparently, like, a compass would, like, freak the fuck out. And he's like, if you see, like, your compass, like, freak the fuck out, then it's probably bad. Regardless of what it actually is, it's probably not a good thing to be near. Because, like, either it's a fucking electromagnetic thing, and that's probably not good, because it'll fuck brain over or whatever the fuck, but or it's like properly actually radioactive. And you probably don't want to be near that either. And so I was like, oh well, that's fucking badass. That's cool as shit. And so I used to, like, when I was in 3rd grade, I would stick a little survival compass to like either a ruler or a pencil or whatever the fuck I could get my hands on, or a stick, and I just like fucking sweep the ground, like seeing if it moved and then digging where I thought I saw it move.
Trust. You seem like a very fun kid to have been around. That's not even from a point of sarcasm. Like, that is genuinely like, yeah. I think you and I would have been childhood friends.
I just wanted to know if I could find. I remember when we were asked at a fair, like, or like at a school trip, like, oh, what do you? Yeah, it was a school trip to a fucking to like a wildlife preserve, I think. They were like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I was like, I'm gonna be a nuclear weapons specialist. And my some people in my class were like, you're a fucking bastard. And I was like, what? You don't think that's cool? They're like, don't you know those things kill people? And I was like,
yes!
oh
they
yeah,
do it
I forgot
cool.
about that part.
They may kill people, but I'm not the one pulling the trigger.
No, I was like, I forgot about that part. I just thought those things were cool. They're like, oh my god, you're fucking stupid. I was like, yeah. Well, I don't know what got me interested in like nuclear physics. I guess I'm just a nerd, probably worried my high school science teachers. Dude, science teachers are chads. Like, I loved science so much, and I still do love science so fucking much. You can fucking pass me on the math. I don't give a fuck about math. I understand the importance, and I know that math isn't actually, like, you're not actually learning math for the sake of math. Oftentimes, you're learning math for the sake of logic, because if you know mathematics, you have better logic, because then you learn how to, like, rework equations in your head. That's also how to rework problems later on, like how two-step equations will teach you how to be able to reverse engineer problems to find the solution, but, blah, 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 blah. I think that realization fucking, like, in the recent years, I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, that's the real world use for math, everybody, the fucking way that you think. Anyway, science is badass, and I love science so much, and I love hearing about scientific shit, and it's like, I find it funny because I love listening to this shit, I love learning about it, but I also have the memory and attention of a goldfish, so, like, trying to recount it's so difficult. That too, and I also flood my brain with a bunch of, like, Let's Plays and shit, so, like, half of my brain is, like, Iron Mouse screaming, or PewDiePie saying something, or fucking Jacksepticeye yelling at another horror game, whereas on the other side, it's like, hello everybody, and today we're going to be refining the... Or hello everybody, and today we're going to be flying a lawnmower. Hello everybody, today I wanted to see if I can make an electrolysis machine that would, you know, allow me to create my own oxyacetylene torch.
Honestly, if there was any teacher that I might have worried during my high school career, there's two. I will leave the reasons up to the imagination. One was my computer teacher. Intro to computers.
I love how you knew
obvious
exactly what I was talking about for some of those examples. Yeah, Cody Slab's fucking dope. Anyway, please.
And the other one was my history teacher, and I will let you all leave the reasons why I worried those two men in particular up to your own.
I remember I audited my security permissions in school, and my agriculture teacher caught me doing that, and, like, playfully was like,
don't.
She was basically like, we're studying about spiders and not about wrecking the school. Change it back and I won't report you. And I'm like, okay.
Spiders not hacking the school. Please stop.
I was like, in my defense, if they didn't want me to do it, they should have made it better. And they're like, it's not about that. It's about the fact that if you get in trouble, I get in trouble because you did it in my class. I'm like, okay. But I'm already done with looking at spiders. And they're like, yeah, well, play a game or something. Don't fucking...
Don't hack the school, please.
Side note, doing that shit really fucking easy. If your school is stupid, it doesn't have proper security shit enabled. What's that? You removed command prompt access from my computer? Wrong. You removed command prompt when I say you do, motherfucker, because I just renamed the notepad file and gave myself it back.
You think you didn't? Wrong. I did it. I removed your
Here's a
command
fun
prompt.
fact with Windows. Because Windows security is so shit, a simple 6-word, remember, this is 6 words in any command prompt window on any account can give you instant administrator access to the entire system regardless of permission.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Net group shit's weird.
Yeah, local groups are beyond aft.
Here's a fun fact. You can't really... No, don't do that. Listen, I'll stop talking about metals. Please, just don't make me...
Boxer, we don't need to do this right now. God damn it, Boxer.
Fine. Yo, do you like, not hearing me talk and instead want to make me work on something and shut the fuck up for once? Well, have I got a goddamn deal for you? You can get something from my Ko-fi, the place where you can buy things from my Ko-fi. On my Ko-fi, I sell such things as Ko-fi. Like the Minecraft texture model, like his skin slime beam, being burned, while I lower it, drop by and put my higher see room, here, check PC. You know, mixology set, tools and glassware, and clove deer on top.
I'm sorry. Ko-fi, the place in Ko-fi, the Ko-fi.
If you're wondering why I use Ko-fi, it's because I can't use Commissio because they wouldn't let me charge high enough to be worthwhile.
Wait, are you for real?
Yes. They said I couldn't charge any more than $500 for a commission, and doing 3D models, that's a problem.
Isn't that like massively undercharging it?
Yes. I play... Why do I think I play? The way that my... so for 3D models, like for a custom-made 3D model, like not using a base and just having custom textures and shit, typically you'd expect to pay around, like, at the very, very least, like anywhere from the hundreds to the thousands. Generally speaking, for like VR chat avatars, it's a bit cheaper just because the market's oversaturated at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd still expect to pay at least $500, and that's like at the very least. I charge anywhere from $500 to $800. And just depending on what you ask me to do, because PC doesn't need to be super optimized, whereas Oculus does. I can more easily optimize a PC one to be Oculus than I can reverse it. And that's just on the fact of because an Oculus model is going to be as optimized as it possibly fucking can be, and trying to add like shit back to... Well, I say that it kind of just depends on the character, actually, because if it's like something like a snake, then having an Oculus model and then going high up would be better, like for having like a dragon or a snake. But if it's like a deer or like anything you want to be particularly fit, then you need like you would have an easier time stepping down, because you would essentially create the you would create the high resolution, and then you would retopologize it, and then you would optimize the retopology after that to then step down from PC to Oculus.
Interesting. Alright, I will be right back in just a moment.
Yeah. Baller. Remember, kids, stay in school and don't fuck with Osmond. And And also, if you have the chance to look into private schools, Jesus Christ. Just look around at charter schools. Some of them aren't actually that bad. Like Montessori's, they were pretty okay sometimes. A good thing to check is if they do homework, because a lot of places that don't use homework are actually looking at science and recent studies which show that homework is fucking bullshit and doesn't actually help you and actively stresses you out and causes you to have worse grades. But anyway. Then there's me, who has used Blender precisely once and made an Alpha clone so low poly had about 15 polygons, which is fair. And that entirely, like, super low poly style is something that people look out for. Because, like, for one, there is just a genre, like, for it. And for two, when you're doing placeholder shit, it's very helpful just to get a shitty, low poly model. Not to say that your model is shitty, by the way. Just to say that super low poly things are effective for placeholders. Because, like, you're not going to run into a performance issue by having a fucking triangle and a triangle move. You are going to run into performance issues if you're trying to, like, fucking test for something in Unreal Engine 4 when you have fucking 15 million polygons, which you shouldn't have anyway, but, each bullet had more polygons than the entire gun because cylinders, yeah. To be fair, if you're firing off the thing, you don't need to worry about that anyway, because the bullet projectiles are moving. That's just the point where a lot of games don't even have the projectile. A lot do, but like a lot of indie games just cut out the projectile entirely because it's moving so fast that like you kind of have to go frame by frame, and at that point it doesn't really do too much. The good point about having an actual proper projectile, though, is you can enable the physics for it a lot easier than you can just a fucking theoretical one. You can have actual deformation based on around the shell of the fucking bullet. And an empty magazine main gun projectiles. Nice! There are a lot of things that you can do in games to do cool things. Such as, who gives a fuck if it actually deforms like a bullet, if you can just make a kind of egg shape, and then that's good enough. No moving parts or anything, because coil guns? Coil guns are fucking cool. I like that railguns are so effective that they're useless. I really appreciate that.
Wait, railguns are so effective that they're useless?
Railguns are so effective that they are functionally fucking useless. You wanna know why?
Yes?
Because when you have a projectile that's really small and its penetration is infinite, it doesn't matter what payload you give it because it'll go through whatever you shoot.
Huh. Really?
That's why armored cars in World War II did not have thick armor, because if the bullet went entirely through you or the shell went entirely through you, the odds of it exploding were way less.
Huh.
Yes, you can shoot a pinhole through goddamn near everything on the face of this earth. There is not a fucking thing in this world that can stop a properly powered railgun that has an actual intention on having the penetration that they can achieve. You are not stopping it. It does not stop. It makes a fucking pinhole through damn near anything in existence, but it makes a pinhole, and that's a problem because it's just a pinhole.
Trust, I think you and my uncle would have some very nice conversations.
Yes, that is correct, Storm. If you make the railgun too powerful, the atmosphere will cause the shell to burn.
No!
The rail to burn. And that is how you make a plasma gun, because the steel begins to burn from the friction of the air and shatters and disperses, which causes a burst of plasma instead of steel.
Are you dead ass?
Yes. It's an actual problem for the U.S. military. They have to underpower their railguns because otherwise it shoots plasma, which is not effective.
That. Could you imagine the first time they did that? Like the very first time they did that. Like, what happened to our railgun? It shot something else. What do you mean it shot something else? We shot it too fast. What?
Well, see, what it was is they were trying to. They had a handheld. So they have a handheld fucking railgun that they've been testing, right? And they kept powering it up, right? And they kept trying to get it faster and faster. How much power can we give it? And then eventually, the bullet didn't hit the target, and they were like, "Oh, that was a really big flash of light.
Where's
That
the
was a
bullet?
really big flash of light." And it turns out what happened is they vaporized the projectile
No.
before it hit the target.
Could you imagine being there? I would love to see that. Is it video? Oh no, they probably can't show the videotape of that, right?
Right. Yeah.
I would have loved to see like a slow-mo video recording of them vaporizing a fucking railgun projectile. That would be that would be the video of all videos.
It's really fucking cool, because part of the reason why they're so interested in that is because bullets are expensive.
Yeah,
They're
bullets are really expensive.
pretty fucking expensive. Like they like you have to have somebody take a fucking sheet of metal, bend it around a thing that is a primer, so then you can fucking have goddamn gunpowder in the shit to actually get fucking booped by a different part of metal that can then get heated and fucking pissed to shoot out a different part of metal, which is coated in a different type of metal and is potentially even machined to be a different shape than just an egg.
Different shape than just an egg.
Yeah, so rather than having your standard fucking thing, it might have to be something special because what you're shooting specifically needs something to actually be able to fucking, like, there's a different type of ammunition for shooting people versus shooting a car. And if you try to shoot the people variant at a car, it's not going to be too effective because it's meant to get a soft target rather than a hard one.
I mean, you could try. It'll be funny. You won't get anywhere, but you could certainly try.
Because it'll just like fucking shatter against the fucking thing. Like, I mean, like, it would do damage, but it wouldn't like have this much penetration as you wanted.
Wouldn't be any effective damage.
Storm says, much like that one manhole cover that was supposedly sent to space. Sure, it went up at 6 times the Earth's escape velocity, but it would not have existed by the time it left the atmosphere. Like, we can hope that some of the molten iron slag made it up there, I guess. Yeah.
I love hearing about that. The manhole cover that went to space. I think that is the funniest fucking thing. Because
I think.
Could you imagine being the guy that worked for what city was that? It wasn't New York. It wasn't New York City, but I don't remember what city it was. But could you imagine being the maintenance worker who's here like, yeah, one of the pipes burst. Oh yeah, where's that? Just follow the manhole cover. What do you mean? The video of the manhole cover went to space. That was ours. Oh, I see.
That's what the hell, dude. Can you imagine the fucking advertisement though? That would be like, how good are your manhole covers? Oh, one of ours got blasted by a fucking nuke and almost survived getting into space. It didn't, but it almost did.
It survived being launched at 6 times escape velocity. So you know, they're pretty damn sturdy. Oh.
If it would have survived, yeah.
It would have survived had it been made of a stronger material. However, it didn't.
Probably not,
because we don't have access to that. We're not making our manhole covers out of rocket space material.
I mean, even then, you'd have to have a pretty fucking thick, like, specifically designed manhole cover to not just like fucking eat itself. I mean, you realize 6 times escape velocity is way faster than a fucking rocket's gonna be going.
Oh yeah, no, I'm aware.
Like, that's far. I think my I think the funniest story, and I will have to paraphrase it because one, the story is really fucking long, and two, it's been a while since I watched that thing. Oh shit, hold on. See, at least 66 kilometers per second. It was it was only on the slow motion camera for 1 frame, so for all we know, it could have been way faster.
What?
Oh my god, dude! I think the funniest story that I've heard, right, was that they wanted to see if they could shoot a shell into space. They wanted to see if they could just get a gun to yeet a bullet into space. They said that's all they wanted to know. Can we make a cannon shoot something into space? It's really hard to do that, by the way. So they were like, we're going to take 2 tubes, we're going to stack them together, and we're going to add struts to hold the tubes together. And they did like a few different like test things, if I can move it around and see like if they could actually do it. Basically, they ended up needing like a bunch of fucking struts, like really, really obscenely huge, like fucking hydraulics to fucking hold this motherfucker in place. Like it needed a lot. And so they stuffed it full of as much gunpowder as they thought they needed, and then they fucking lifted it up and they fired it. The blast from this gun bent the ever-loving fuck out of the cannon, hit the ground so goddamn hard that the residents in islands like nearby that island thought there was a goddamn earthquake, and it moved the tide of water back away from the gun, from the shockwave.
What?
It didn't it didn't make the water like actually super recede, but the wave started going a different direction. It was felt on islands miles away.
That's mildly terrifying. That's all I can say about that. That is mildly terrifying.
They didn't know how much to add because no one ever tried to send something into space with just gunpowder before. So they didn't really know. They were just like, I don't know, I guess a lot. So they just filled a lot of the tube with powder and made a high pressure just tube of gunpowder. And we're like, I don't know, yes.
The cannon's so powerful the ocean fears it.
Yeah, they were like, how much do we add to this? I don't know. How much do you have?
A gun so powerful, Poseidon quivers before it.
And like because this was a combined effort, right? I think it was the U.S., fucking Canada, I think, and some other fucking people. Because it would be a really powerful thing for the U.S. to be able to shove a bullet into space. That's a really because like, you could send something into orbit, and then you could calculate, its fucking apoapsis, and then you could fucking make it hit wherever the hell you want. Literally an orbital projectile. That is like, that's fucking terrifying. That is unbelievably terrifying if it can actually reach its target. That is an insane amount of energy to deliver to the target that you're hitting. Like, you're talking about removing not the roof of a house, the house. And as a matter of fact, fuck the property the house was on in general. That is just, that building doesn't exist.
You want to see me wipe this thing off the face of the earth? Want to see me do it again?
So that's it's actually such a thing that the United States military debated trying to make the Rods of God, which is an idea where you can take a big fucking metal bar and you throw it from space. As it turns out, it's a really dumb idea. But they wanted to give it a try because, you figure the rocks that have fallen from the sky that have made incredibly huge craters, they have not been that big, like, at all.
An orbital strike is impressive when you aren't in orbit to begin with.
Like, if a 4-mile wide meteorite hit us, we would die. Like, you do not need that big of a projectile to create a massive, and I mean massive impact. Like, it is incredibly powerful. So yeah, the United States military was like, I don't know, can we shoot a bullet into space? That would be pretty fucking badass. And so they just wanted to see if they could.
So they did.
No, it didn't make it in space.
Oh, well, I mean, they tried.
They definitely tried. That's kind of why they stopped, because they're like, ow, my freaking ears, and also, Jesus fucking Christ. Well, yeah, but I mean, kill like humanity as a whole. You need a pretty substantially sized, but like, I mean, like 4 miles across is fuck all compared to like most of the rocks that pass us by on the daily. Or, well, not actually the daily, but like that passes by regularly. I mean, fuck, a lot of the comets that come by are way bigger than that. It would cause the surface of the Earth to reheat. So.
That's terrifying.
And that's assuming the shockwave didn't have any play in it. So, it's awesome. I love, I think war is fucking stupid, and I hate it, and blah, 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 but, like, also, the technology that is made for war is incredibly fucking interesting.
Because you have to think about it this way. They're looking for more efficient ways to win.
Well, yeah. So, like, you know, that's when you start doing things like, well, okay, well, we can shoot fucking radio waves in the sky to detect where planes are going. Wow, that radio wave just melted a dude's hand and that guy's chocolate bar. And then someone's like, can I melt my pizza with the radio wave? And then it turns out, yes, you can. That became the microwave. And then they're like, huh, can I make this smaller to heat up a hamster from cryostasis? Yes, you can. That became the desktop microwave. That is not a joke. That is the actual way the desktop microwave was invented.
Are you serious?
Yes. I am not shitting you. This is not a joke. The original purpose of the desktop microwave, the reason it was created was because researchers, I believe in Cambridge, at the Cambridge University, fucking whatever the fuck, they wanted to see if they could, yes, they wanted to reheat a frozen hamster or rat because they were looking into cryostasis. If you can freeze evenly an organism, you can stop all of its biological functions and keep it frozen. And then if you can reheat it evenly, you are able to heat it back up and it will come back to life. And they were able to do this by just using like burners and shit, right? But the problem is that hurt the mice and the rats and the hamsters and was not very effective because it just wouldn't it unevenly heat the rodents, so it wasn't very effective at reviving them, and it had a very low survival rate. So they wanted to heat the entire thing at one time. How do you heat an entire rodent at once? You need something to go into the body and heat it from the inside out rather than the outside in. And wouldn't you know it, a microwave can do just that. They had heard that, a lot of like places are using these big fuck off microwaves to shoot. You guessed it, microwaves, which are basically swanky radio waves at people and at food, and that causes it to heat up from the inside out, which is incredibly effective, and it just needs water to be existing, which is fine because it's a living creature. Of course it has water. So yeah, they would just heat. They would just heat the rat like a potato in a microwave, and it would work. It worked like almost all the time.
The rat like a potato.
Yeah, and yes, one dude did use it to bake a potato. And by the way, this was a microwave that was unshielded, so the lights would flicker and burst when they turned it on, and also if you had a US dollar or any currency nearby it, the
no longer had that currency.
In it.
You no longer had the currency.
Yeah, you no longer had the currency. It would catch on fire. If it had the strip for, like, security because it's metal.
Could you imagine being the first guy to unfortunately...
Yeah, so it was a 1.0. Yeah.
Imagine being the dude who just got paid or something, just cashed his check and went to work and... oh no, my $100 bill's on fire.
Yeah. Pound, yeah. So it would actually be like a note, because they're written. And then it would just poof, into flames. So yeah, that fucking By the way, you know that thing about like carrots being good for your eyesight? That's where that came from. By the way, the radio specifically, because the U.S. didn't want to admit to having radio technology to send British planes. So they just said, "Oh well, our pilots eat a lot of carrots, so they get really good eyesight." You know what I'm saying?
And carrots, man. It's all carrots.
By the way, that's also why carrots are orange, because they were used in because Britain made them orange because it looked cooler, and they liked it better. And I think it was something to do with the royals or something.
So wait a minute. You're telling me that these fuckers propaganded so hard about carrots being good for your eyesight that they GMO'd carrots into a different fucking color?
I believe that is how the history goes, yes.
I don't recall that part, if I'm totally honest.
Okay.
Hang on,
Why are carrots orange?
I mean, I'm not saying that it's not something I would believe, not something I wouldn't believe any government would do, because, government.
Okay, so this is just an unrelated thing. They did this in fucking Spain before this even happened.
Wait,
so,
what, the changing
I
color
was
of the
wrong.
carrots?
It was not related to the radio, but the British eating them was. But the British did not do this. It was the Spaniards.
Changing the color of the carrot.
Though William was assassinated before... Actually, let me just read the entire excerpt.
Okay.
In the late 1500s, the Dutch Low Countries were a Spanish colony ruled as the Spanish Netherlands by Habsburg monarchs in Madrid. Then along came William, Prince of Orange, a bygone territory in what is now the south of France. He was also one of the main leaders during the Dutch Revolt, which began in 1566 and led to the formal recognition of a self-governing Dutch Republic more than 80 years later. Though William... wait, no, wait, hold on. This is the wrong one. One second. Hold on.
Holding on.
Okay, so it's not because of William. It's just they just wanted to do it, apparently. Hold on. Yes, it's just they wanted to do it. Okay.
Wait, what? Huh?
They just wanted to do it. They just as they made their carrots better, they became orange because they wanted to, apparently, in the Netherlands. Apparently they when they initially domesticated it, they were purple.
Carrots used to be purple?
Yes.
Purple
Wild
carrots,
carrots started off as either white or pale yellow, but changed to purple and yellow when people first domesticated the vegetable almost 5,000 years ago in the Persian Plateau area, according to a 2011 report. That still works. Co-authored, these domesticated carrots were later split into two main classes: the Asiatic group, which was cultivated around the Himalayas, and the Western group, which grew largely in the Middle East and Turkey. Yellow carrots in the Western group probably mutated into more orange hues, which farmers then selectively planted. There's a school of thought. Basically, blah 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 blah. They liked orange carrots better, and so they made more orange carrots. And more orange carrots became more orange carrots, and they became oranger carrots because oranger carrots look cool and also typically survive longer.
Huh.
We've learned things today. So the orangeness of carrots do not have anything to do with world wars, but they do have things to do with the Netherlands and Spain thinking that orange is cool. And also the Islamic traders trading the domestication of carrots. Fuck it, man. The human science and human history is fucking weird, bro. Have you seen what an undomesticated banana looks like?
No. I figured you're gonna show me anyways.
I hope you're ready for some of the most appetizing shit you've ever fucking seen in your life.
I'm prepared to not see any of that. Basically, you said that.
Oh, it's great, dude. Check your fucking Discord DMs.
I heard the but now I'm scared. finish making these torches.
Oh, it's great. You're gonna love it.
Chat, I'm scared.
Oh, bear in mind that's also the that's the ones we have around like today, and not the ones that used to exist that look significantly worse than that.
I'm scared, chat. Alright, yeah, let's see this. Oh, what the hell?
What's the matter?
Ew.
Don't.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
What's wrong, buddy?
You
It's a tasty banana.
No. No, it's not.
Did you know that the reason why banana candies fucking taste like dick and do not taste like bananas is because banana candies are based on a type of banana that has since gone extinct?
No, but interesting.
You do now.
I do now. No, Storm, he earned the title Necromancer. There's no reason to stop calling him what he is.
Listen, the homie revived frozen rats. He deserves the title Necromancer.
Yeah, don't deny the man his title.
You invented a device to bring hamsters back from the dead. That's goddamn awesome. Yes, it is. Also, do you know the reason why they didn't do it with humans?
No? Do I want
It's
to?
really fucking hard to freeze a human. It turns out they're big. Humans are big. Humans are really big. And even if you could freeze a human, it's really hard to heat a human evenly. You ever tried to cook a chicken in a microwave?
No.
See how bad that sucks? Okay, well, you ever tried to heat up like a big thing in the like you ever tried to heat up like mac and cheese, and some of your mac and cheese is cold and some of it's like fucking boiling lava hot?
Yeah.
If you did that to a human, they'd fucking die.
That would
Like, what
kinda
if your
suck.
liver was still frozen, but your heart was warm? Like, that's not cool. Now, there is a microwave to solve the problem, which is a slow microwave that is more thorough and rotates things better, but also it's slow as fuck. Rather than cooking things within minutes or seconds, it cooks things within hours or days. It's a slow cooker, but it uses microwaves. Microwaves are about the same bandwidth, or about the same frequency, excuse me, as Wi-Fi.
Really?
Yes. This is why if you turn on a microwave next to a router, you are officially a dick. Because everything between that microwave and that router will be fine. Everything outside of that microwave will be off.
Oh my god. That we have this one room in our house that that is on the other side of a microwave from our router. And for the longest time we couldn't figure out why the Wi-Fi signal in that room sucked.
Because when you turn the microwave on, it blocks the Wi-Fi. Yes.
Hi, Mythics. We are talking about
We're talking about hamster necromancy, metals, the potential for iridium to be changed into a radioactive isotope from the stable version, which you apparently can't buy because of that reason. Well, you can, but only from eBay and Alibaba. The efficacy of heating up humans with a microwave, how hard it is to breed a human. I also sent Unknown a picture of an undomesticated banana. And also talking about how the Spaniards were able to make carrots orange.
Yep. Yeah, it's yeah, that's yeah, that's pretty much it, Mythics. You pretty much hit the nail on the head. I don't know.
So yeah, Storm's got it. Yeah, that stuff needs to happen very fast on the scale of rodent, sure it's feasible on the scale of a human, not happening, at least not any of the technology we have. Also, it's not just when you turn the microwave on. The shielding on the microwave is also meant to stop microwaves, which also means it stops Wi-Fi. So it basically becomes a big brick that Wi-Fi can't penetrate. Faraday cages, they're fucking dope.
They are dope.
God, science is cool.
Science. Bill Nye, the science guy.
Dude, Bill Nye is such a fucking Chad.
I think we've had this conversation. I think we had this conversation actually last week about how Bill Nye is just a straight up Chad.
And Bill Nye deserves it every week. He's a fucking Chad.
Yeah.
He went to a fucking thing where basically, I think it's like called Crosstalk or something like that, where basically, or I think it's like Crossfire. It's this stupid fucking news station where you, like, your basically entire goal is to yell at each other. And he went on there to talk about climate change, and they, like, were trying to get him to, like, yell, and he didn't want to, and he didn't want to yell at each other or interrupt people, but that's what the entire show is about. So, like, he just kind of was like, do you want me to talk or not? And they're like, well, we want you to talk, but, like, you need to be willing to, like, listen to what we're... He's like, I'm willing to listen, but are you willing to listen? And I'm like, well, what if a lot of people are skeptical about it? And he's like, I'm skeptical that you want to listen. Do you care to prove me wrong? And, and they're like, well, I mean... And he's like, this isn't enjoyable to me. Like, if I'm gonna be interrupted, then what's the point of fucking talking here? Because then you're clearly not listening, you just want to speak. Like, why was I invited on here?
Man. It's...
Like, yeah, you know, he doesn't typically curse outside of that one time where it's like, you know, the
Earth's on fucking fire.
Yeah, and so he's just like being very polite, even you can tell he's like pissed. Like, he doesn't want to be pissed, but he's furious because he can't fucking get a word in.
I wouldn't fuck with that shit. On the note of Bill Nye being a Chad, I am going to call it there, as I do have I have stuff to do tomorrow, fortunately. My extra day off on the weekend, and I am spending it doing stuff that I would rather be sitting at home. So Trust, please look over. I need to bring the stream back up for a second. Trust, look over to your left, please, up the hill, and notice what you should be seen in the distance.
I love that that's on the horizon.
I turned to have you be the last thing that the stream saw before I went to the ending stream, but now it's the Among Us on the horizon.
It deserves to be the Among Us on the horizon.
I'm gonna screen cap that. There we are.
Hold on. Stay where you are. 1 second.
Uh-oh.
Perfect. A perfect fucking screenshot.
Please send that to me. Alright. And with that, yes, it is beautiful. Please, Trust, put that in the fridge. That screenshot deserves to go in the fridge. And with that, thank you all so very much for watching. I will hopefully catch you sometime during the week. I think I should have some free streaming time. If not, I apologize, and I will definitely see you on Sunday. I think. Can you tell I'm not very good at this?
Oh, you're fine, man.
Anyways, thank you all for playing, thank you all for watching, thank you all for listening, and I will talk to you all next time. Have a good night, everybody.
Yes, thanks for hanging out, man.